motherfucker.
4K, man. 4K. All day. Every day. Except we're still probably not at high.
Thank you to Kevin McLeod for aiding in that mix.
Wonder how many podcasts start with that.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I've heard it on other, like videos and stuff, but definitely haven't heard it with extra mixes and shit in there.
Right.
Yeah, it's like somebody puts in the same exact mixes at the same exact times, and I get flagged.
That's just what you need.
Like, you motherfucker. What are the odds, man?
Fuckers. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We're demonetized. That should just be the name of the show, demonetized.
Demonetized.
How are you doing this week, Ian?
Oh, I'm doing.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Oh, man, that beats the alternative. I mean, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. Sure as hell does.
Yeah. You might
Unless
be in
if
hell.
if you're alive and you don't want to be, I guess.
That's true. I mean, my life isn't bad at all. I don't deserve my life. I got a nice house, full-time job, gorgeous wife, nice big-ass bed I don't sleep on.
You're pretty lucky.
I sleep in a big bed with my wife. So, go ahead.
I mean, obviously I know you work pretty hard for a lot of that shit.
Yes.
But a lot of stuff that led up to your life to this point is, like, I'm sure you're grateful for too.
Well, duh. I mean, it's
to think one way of thinking about it is every moment in your life led up to you being on the show tonight.
Oh boy.
Every decision you made in your life led up to this point.
I've been working my entire life to lead up to this moment.
Yep.
No, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to sound too wishy-washy, but I believe in a higher power because it wasn't through any doing on my own that I'm still in this good a spot in life.
I was thinking about if there was no higher power at all, it would seem like everything would be pretty pointless to me.
Yeah. Well, that's called nihilism. Nothing matters. There's no intrinsic value in anything.
Right? It's all just random, and like, if we were to die, the universe would care no more about us than like an ant, or something, I guess.
Right. It's just like, life will go on or it won't. Kind of sad way to look at it. But on the plus side, oh yeah, it's just, like if like I said, I believe in a higher power because if it's through no doing on my own. I didn't think past 10 minutes of, I couldn't, they say I can't see past Friday night. I couldn't see that far. I was not the ant, preparing and having the really nice winter because he got all ready for it. No. I have no fucking reason to why the hell is this? Oh, okay, I'm on the wrong page. So yeah, I have no reason to live this good a life, and I am grateful. I am like a dog that has been rescued from the pound and realizes it because I have one of those. And
Oh,
go ahead.
or have you ever thought about the fact that you could have grown in your life too? Maybe you
Nah,
weren't that good
nah,
before, but
nah.
maybe you're better
No.
now.
Mm-mm. Nope. Oh no, dude. I'm saying it's like just like like how they say a series of unfortunate events. Well, I have a series of good events that there's no fucking reason. Like I'm in my 30s. Granted, I'm married, but I didn't get married until I was almost 30. But I have no fucking children. At my age, that's a fucking rarity. There's a lot of people have at least one. I knew people that had
Yeah.
two by graduation of high school. So, that's
Are you saying you're lucky because you didn't have children?
oh god, I could have been shackled to some idiot. And my wife told me when we were dating, oh yeah, if I had kids, she wouldn't even talk to me, and I understand. I felt the same way.
Did you know anybody that would have like tried to like sabotage like one of your condoms or something?
No,
That
because
would have
that's
been messed up, man.
yeah, that's weird.
I've heard of women that do that type of
I
shit
mean,
though.
yeah. What the hell? Why is it not okay, everybody? So what has Ian been up to?
Okay. Talk about what I've been up to.
Yes,
First
I
I'll
don't want
do
to
it.
bogart.
Oh, it's cool. I do have a couple things to talk about, so
Uh
try to
huh.
get through those. Uh
Uh huh. Uh huh.
uh-huh.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Oh,
But
your Halos.
yeah, I was finishing up doing the some of the design tweaks on my DIY Halo that I, I'm gonna 3D print. This is uh the thing here, and then I put the pins in there, so the pins are gonna come out there, and then the strip's gonna be on the inside. It's gonna be mounted
Mm.
glued to the inside of it, and then I'm gonna put some wires that are gonna go from the leads here to the side of
Uh
the
huh.
strip, and
Yeah.
should should work out. The design looks pretty cool, I think, and I think if everything works pretty good, if the printer does what it's supposed to do, I think it'll probably turn out pretty cool.
Right.
You know,
Uh huh.
so there's that. It's uh, and the nice thing about this is I'm going to be doing it with the RGBW strips, so this is going to be uh, it's going to have something that you haven't even seen yet. You know,
Yeah. And
yeah.
that's some fancy shit.
Yeah, I figured I was gonna do a couple since I'm gonna do LED strips for both of my cases. The new case, I figured I'd have the fancier strips in it, so I was gonna do RGBW in my newer case too. So
Mhm.
I figured that'll be pretty cool. I'm sure
Sweet.
Fantex will probably do a RGBW eventually in the future, but
If they don't already.
right, I haven't seen them yet. But this, I think it'll look pretty cool. Um, I think this is a lot of work. This is going in for my my FX build. All my fans in my new computer is going to be they're already RGB, so it's like the only reason I need to print any of these out for that would be is if you know I might do what you were thinking about doing is doing a push pull
Mm.
on my radiator, because I was just going to put them onto one side just to do like the push through the radiator, but you're saying that it would help even more, right? If you have 6 on there, right?
I don't see how it could hurt.
Right. And I would probably use the regular 3 black fans that came with it and put the halos on that too, probably.
Well, like I got the 3 black in the front. I'll probably get like a set of white ones for the back, so the halos, because the halos look better on white. because obviously white's going to reflect color better.
Didn't you get white fans? I thought that's what you were doing.
My case fans are white. The 3 that are in the front of my radiator are black. But remember I told you the radiator took 120s and my case fans are 140s.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It no worky.
You see, I did something that you're definitely way too lazy for, and I took my fans apart and painted them white.
Oh yeah, no, I just bought some new shits. I just went and bought one. Luckily, that actually made me decide. Oh yeah, this case has got white accents. I'm buying it.
Now, Frank's not. You're not about the modding scene right now, are you?
I mean, up to a certain point.
Well, what did you do to mod your case so far? Didn't you? I thought you had to do something, didn't you?
No. My case is bone stock, dog.
No, I mean like to your old case. I thought.
Nah.
No,
Fractal did it right, son. I just
didn't have any specific requirements.
No, just they each serve their purpose. Like okay, I'm not trying to jump ahead and steal what you're doing. I'm just gonna tell everyone what I'm messing with right now because it's in the line of the conversation. My old computer, I'm in the process of turning it into a NAS, and when I bought it, the first thing I thought was, okay, I need a lot of hard drives eventually, and even now, like I have the Define R5 for my old computer. This is the Define R6. This thing only holds 10 drives. I could put like 16 in my other computer. So, I mean, it's not even to this day. Like you can't buy the extra drive slots anymore because like so many people fucking bought them.
Huh.
Like even if you go to like so I read somewhere a guy said, I asked Fractal Josh. He said, check out what Puget. So Puget might have some, maybe.
You almost maybe could probably 3D print them out.
Nah. Anyway, but back to what you were doing, sir. I interrupted.
Well, the only other update that I have is I finally got my extensions in.
Oh, your extensions?
Yeah, my cable extensions or supply extensions. I got the black and white ones.
Oh, I need a new one for my damn one for my graphics card. I messaged the people I bought from because the one damn extension doesn't click into my graphics card.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. The damn
these are pretty nice. The white's almost kind of like a satiny on it. It's like got a satin finish a little bit.
Now, for some reason, like it looks like it would work, but you go to click it in and it just goes and falls off. The other one goes and clicks in fine. So,
yeah, what did yours come with? Mine came with the motherboard and then the EPS and then 2 PCIs.
I've got a 24 pin, an 8-pin EPS.
Yep.
2 6-pin for VGA, 2 8-pin for VGA. I believe that's it. Believe that's it. Where the hell? There was an option to networks. What the hell? I had an option to go to a folder. Where the hell is it?
Well, anyways, the second thing that I finally got in is I got my other 32 gigs in.
Ooh. Ooh. What speed are those again?
3,000. It's 200 less than yours, but I have 64 gigs, so I'm not going to complain.
64 gigs. trying to reach a specific one. Oh, there we go.
That'll be so nice. So I have one computer. I'll have 32, and this new one will have 64. What's both of your computers got? Didn't you have 32 on the old one too?
Yes. Well,
So they're both 32.
It only had 4 RAM slots, so
Yeah. And you said you're eventually going to go to 64 when you get more cashola, right?
on the new one, yes.
Yeah. But I'm sure you probably have other priorities like hard drives.
Yes. And other things.
Yep. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited. I'm basically, besides my processor and motherboard, I'm basically building a whole new computer now.
Oh.
So I mean, it's pretty cool. I haven't even touched it yet, though. I still have a lot of work to do. It's 3D printing shit, the LED shit.
Right.
It'd be a lot. I want to get this stuff done for my parents before I start tackling it. I basically have 2 computers that I'm totally redoing.
So, well, me too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really just a matter of shuffling shit I have already now. Like, my old gaming rig is literally just downstairs getting ready to be crammed full of hard drives. At the moment, it's just plugged into USB hard drives because that's what I got.
Yeah, me and for those that don't know, me and Frank are like neighbors with our computers. We're gonna outdo each other.
Well, you know. I'm trying to connect to it, and of course you would think that'd be simple, but for some reason it's not letting me do it. It's always some fucking hang up somewhere.
Right.
Couldn't identify this problem. Oh, fuck you. Let me try to go to like, even when my old iMac, I had to download a program just to run SMB share for like a couple years.
What?
Yeah, because it doesn't. Well, now it natively supports it. It used to not. But eventually, I got that to where it made sense. Now it's like, eh. Oop. So I think I might have found it. Oh, there we go. Because it didn't show up. You know how you go to networks? It didn't show up as an item on my network. I don't know why. But once I was typing in the wrong fucking IP address. Username.
Were you troubleshooting all this before the show?
No.
What did you do before the show?
Take the hard drive out, put it in the new one. Curse a lot to try to get my back panel back on that one.
Was that your cable management?
Well, it's everything wants to come in the center because I have most shit going through the center. Because I told you, the motherboard is technically too big for the case, so like the most access was straight through the 2 center, grommets. So like the 24 pin, the extension for the 24 pin, all my SATA drives.
Yeah.
So
the hard drive shit, I thought you already did that except for the pin thing before.
well, hold on, I fucked up. I typed in my password. Give me 1 second. The the wrong password. Apparently I still did. The like what the hell, what was I talking about? Trying to remember
I thought,
password. It fucked me up. Oh yeah, no, like when I ran all the hard drives, all the cables I have a they have the the right angle, and they won't work on the back. Like the right angles had to be on the motherboard side of the SATA cable, and fitting into the back 3 of the 6 SATA ports was a pain in the dick.
I bet, man.
I had to stand the case sideways and fucking put a hand in the fucking grommet hole and like jiggle around and feel, and yeah. So if anything ever comes out of that case, the SATA cables are just going to be dangling off the motherboard because they're not coming back off.
It sounds like your older case was easier.
I mean, it was, is aight.
What was this one is an upgrade though, right? It's just like nicer looking or something and gives you a couple more options.
I mean, it's nicer. Like, God damn it. Like this one's, this one's got a window and like it's big. It's got a power supply shroud. Like if I opened up the other one, the power supply is just like right there,
Uh,
and it doesn't look as nice. And the
yeah.
other one holds more drives, is about it. And it's apparently it's heavier.
Hmm. But as far as the hard drive stuff goes though, like is this 10 terabyte one? This is the only one that you could chuck, huh?
Well, is it $200?
Because I know
$200.
you had other external ones that you were saying. I think you said before that you couldn't really chuck
Yeah,
those, right?
yeah, because the way that they make them, a lot of them are just literally like soldered onto the board. So
Yeah. Well, you better get in there and get your soldering torch and desolder that shit.
nah, I ain't gonna do that. But what
Yeah,
else you been up to, man?
Frank it only he has a very specific tinkering palette, I guess. I don't know
Right.
what to call it. You only have patience for tinkering with certain things.
Yeah, ones that involves actual work. Nah. Why the hell does it say my credentials are invalid? Let me try. It's still me. I'm the same guy logged in on each one. There it goes. Okay. I was typing the password in wrong.
Administrator permission denied.
No, it just like, hey,
What?
credentials are wrong. Because my
No, it's
damn
like
go ahead.
you're administrator and you don't have the correct permission.
I love when it's like, contact your admin. Hey, me, what should I do? I don't know, me. So, what else? Has Ian been up to anything else?
No,
Oh,
that's about it, man. Just keep an eye, keep it on,
keep on, kicking wing.
kicking wing.
I've been doing little stupid projects here and there because this fucking thing costs so much money. I'm not going to be able to buy anything for a while. So it's all about, I mean, even as a nerd, tech nerd, it's all about taking things you have and learning, like, especially with the hacking and the modding and the tweaking, like
Yeah,
taking
that's what I
things,
like to do.
yeah, tinkering, fucking with stuff up to a point. Like, hold on. Like, I just had Windows 10 working. Come on, bastard. On, and of course, it's not one to come out. Oh, there it goes.
It looks funny what you're doing.
I'm trying to get a When I bought my external drive, it came with this little. Oh, here we go. This
Just jacking it.
that's right. This little USB. Apparently, it's a SanDisk, even though it's labeled. God damn, it's slippery. It's badged as like Easy Store, probably Western Digital, but you put it in, it's like SanDisk 3.0. It's one of those slide drives, so it slides with the thing. And it's actually kind of cool. It's got this little cardboard thing that you just fold the tab over and stick it in, and then once it's in there, you fold it back over and close it, and it stays in there. This was how it was in the box. I had a Windows 10 running on that for a minute just to see if I could. I could. But then I got bored.
Right.
But then I got bored. But then I got bored. Then I got bored. La da da da. What else have I been up to?
But well, you were saying the performance though over the USB isn't good for an operating system.
Well, I mean, like setting stuff up, like because like it ran, like I put Plex on it just to see how it worked, and I could watch videos and stuff on multiple devices with it. Like I had a video playing on my TV, I pulled up one on my phone, and they both played. But when you're like going through and clicking stuff, like you hit next, and you think it's frozen, so you hit next, and it goes, so you want to next and next and next. I'm like, no, don't keep clicking next. Like it's like, okay, it already installed this, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
So, and plus, like I said, I didn't get the. It's just an unactivated version of Windows 10, but it wasn't the version from Windows. Doesn't keep, like Microsoft doesn't keep the backup of their installs. So, like, it won't. The new version of the USB app I have wouldn't take the newest Windows 10, so I had to find it on another site, and I didn't trust it. They're like, the guy who showed the how-to was like, no, I can't promise these are clean. I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. I don't want to risk it. That's all I need, right?
Right.
So nah, I don't need that shit.
Nah, son.
Yeah.
Was that all you've been up to, or were you working on anything else? Like how's work doing?
Work still games? Work. You all got any games? No. I got Battlefield because I told you it came with my graphics card. I didn't know if it came with yours or not.
Oh no, I got the one with the power supply instead. I figured I'd use that for my NAS.
I mean, plus it might. Well, they Nvidia didn't. They bundled it with like all their drives now, or with all their cards now.
Yeah, now.
Like I read a guy bought a fucking TI, and he's like, "Yeah, a month after I bought it, they started bundling it." I'm like, "Ooh, I'd be mad." But you know, it is what it is.
So did you start playing that yet?
Well, the thing is, it's how that's an HDR game. Like it,
and the RTX game, right?
Well, no, HDR is like in the video settings. My TV does HDR, so like I opened it and it goes doo for best performance. We'll set this to HDR, and HD Ultra Black will be activated. Sometimes this does not work, and if the picture and sound doesn't work, either reset the device that is connected or turn this off in settings. Well, it didn't fucking work. The sound came through fine, but the shit came through as black. So I'm like, well, that doesn't fucking help. So I went ahead and finally I went in and just turned it off. And when you turn it off, it will turn off and the video will come up, and then it will go doo-doo. This is back on. And I'm like, no, I don't want it back on. And like the only way I'd have to reset all of my settings, but like it shut it. Like Like I turned off the stupid audio thing when I turned my monitor on, my TV on and off. It goes doo 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 doo. Like it makes. Hold on, let me see if I can get to do it. Hold on, listen real quick, okay?
Okay.
Oh, it's not loud enough. Hold on. Can you hear that at all? Let me crank it. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, I heard it.
On. That's off. Here's on. I gotta disable that shit. That I forgot I did that. I was like, oh yeah, I turned that off.
Yeah, I still heard HDR in Windows is still pretty buggy.
Well, because I mean, it's like, oh, it might not be in the support device. I'm like, it's a 2080 fucking graphics card. It's in there. If mine doesn't support it, who the fuck does? You know?
Yeah, I know,
So,
right?
and I mean, yes, this is like a year old TV, but it's in there. I don't know. I mean,
HDR's been out for a while.
I'm just gonna shut it off and be able to play the fucking game at normal. The only thing is now that I turned it off, like my picture kind of looks a little washed out. I don't know if it's because it reset all my settings. I don't know if I had it turned down so it was like darker. I don't know. Okay, sound out. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Don't forget too, you got your settings on your NVIDIA panel too.
Well, yeah, but like I've never messed with those, and it reset the TV settings. So
I think if you go in there, I think there's some kind of like super black thing in there too.
NVIDIA control panel. Well, because there's a NVIDIA control panel, and then there's a gaming panel, kind of like AMD has, which I'm more familiar with. But adjust desktop color settings. Plus, I don't really know how to set shit like that. I'll fuck with it later. I'm a tweaker-rooney. I like when stuff has a reset to default option because then I'm not afraid of fucking it up.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of changing something all the way and then going, oh fuck, where was it at?
Also, it's nice when you can do profiles actually.
Yeah, my motherboard has like different overclocking profiles. I'm like, I'm not gonna tweak with it that much, dude.
Super overclocked. Super mega overclocked.
Yeah. Overclock 1, overclock 2 works. Be like in parentheses.
Yeah.
Stable.
So since you got a really nice cooler, are you gonna play around with overclocking at all?
Nah. Cause power draw, man. Remember, I can't run an AC and a computer. I'm not gonna risk blowing the fucker up by trying to overheat it. Power draw, dog.
So you're not gonna go to. You think like if you're using all of what your power supply supports, you think you would blow that shit?
I don't want to find out. No.
Well, what are you gonna do when you want to put a set? Are you gonna eventually put a second card in there?
I mean, if I want to put another monitor on here, that'd be the only purpose. Right?
Not for performance, huh?
What do I need it for?
Right. I mean, that was like the whole purpose. You got what, like a 1300 watt power supply? You want to be able to utilize that shit, man.
Well, I mean, that's just to future-proof it. I eventually, if I get everything to where it's like I can't throw any more money at this thing if I wanted to, like, because like a 32 core with two 2080 Ti's would just take over 1,000 watts. Because I was originally going to buy a 1,000-watt power supply for $100. 1,300 was on sale. Well, fuck, I'll use that then. And everyone's like, you don't need a 1,300-watt power supply. I'm like, no, I don't. Cost $100 fucking dollars. And it's nowhere near at 80% efficiency. It's I'm not gonna even like at max. I'm gonna draw maybe 400 from the wall, dude.
Most of the people I see doing like the dual 2080 Ti's where like they have like 1600 and above. I don't think they're making 2 kilowatts yet, are they?
I don't know. I just
That'd be crazy, man.
yeah. I just figured, I just figured if it can take 1300 and it's $100, that's a good deal.
Did you see it? It wasn't during CES, but
Nope.
I wasn't sure if there was a Linus video on. I think it was either Linus or Jade. They had a review on that Lee and Lee case where you could have uh, like dual systems in there or whatever.
Oh,
And
I mean, a lot of people did those. Like Paul's Hardware built built in a case that does dual system.
yeah, it could support like a full ATX on the one side, and then I think it was like some kind of smaller ITX on the other side, which basically people were saying, yeah, it looks like the secondary computer would be better for like streaming and shit.
Yeah, that's what they think it would be for.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm talking to you, but I'm also trying to map my network drives.
Uh,
And it's like they're not named on they're just the drive letter. So I got to have the window with the fucking Explorer window on the other computer open so I can see what the hell I'm trying to name.
hmm.
So my bad.
Are
I'm
you
gonna
like VNC'd into it right now?
yeah.
That's what do you use? What do you use the VNC into that shit?
VNC Connect.
Uh,
You run a server on whatever computer you're trying to VNC into, you run server, and then you can use VNC Viewer on either a computer or a phone.
now what's better about that than just using like the regular remote desktop connection in Windows?
I know how to use this.
Yeah.
Plus, like I said, you can use it from your phone.
Oh,
Like
really? You could
yeah,
actually control your
yes,
shit from your phone.
yeah. I've had my wife go, "Honey, is that you on the computer?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm messing with the computer downstairs." She's like, "Okay, I just saw the mouse and shit moving. I got weirded out." I was like, "Yeah, I'm moving some stuff around. That way, I wouldn't have to go downstairs
Hmm.
because I'm lazy and shit." I mean, Floyd was making fun of me because I was telling about it, but I'm like, dude, really, you get fucking tired of going up and down the goddamn stairs every time you have to do something to plug in a drive, to unplug, I mean, physical shit, I'm not going to get around, turn it on, plug this in, but to just open a folder and see an IP address or something, fuck that. Like, I just want to be able to open my folders and put my data in there. Like, it took over a year before I could even. I was using the wrong login for like ever. I'm like, why isn't it working? And I found out, oh, that's why. Before I was literally unplugging the drive, walking up here with it, plugging it in, and copying files.
Right. The only thing that
That's
sucks about the remote connection is that like the audio sucks on there a lot.
well, there's no audio at all in this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I don't care. I'm
Yeah.
not
Plus,
watching videos.
when you do that, isn't it like a like some kind of generic display adapter? Like if you go into uh like your screen properties or whatever on there, usually it'll say like a
Oh, you mean like the this
like when you
computer?
change the resolution on it.
Oh, on the what on my TV?
No, well, on whatever computer you're uh VNCing into.
Oh no, it literally just like display settings. Yeah, it just literally shows the desktop as it is on the other computer.
Right, but I'm sure you probably could adjust the like whatever resolution that's displaying on your screen right now versus whatever like because it's different than what your like if you were to just have a computer screen plugged into it directly. I
Right.
think it
Well, I
has like
mean,
a different generic adapter or something because I remember checking on that before.
it sees the monitor I have hooked up to it, and I just have my old Dell 17-inch hooked up to it, so it outputs 1280 by 1024, which is recommended.
Oh, really?
Whatever. I mean, it looks good enough to move files around, which is all I'm doing with it.
Hmm.
Movies, games. I'm trying to rename all these folders, like all these drives as the folders, so I'll know what the hell it is. Rename. Because I don't need the damn address and the drive letter and all
But
that shit. Go ahead.
are we going to be able to, can I ask you, is that all you've been up to?
Just messing with this thing and messing with my this computer, getting it because I did a fresh install, so I keep going. Oh, I don't have this on there. Fuck, and reinstalling software.
Right.
That's my main thing.
Hmm.
So that's what I've been up to.
So are these external hard drives, these are, where's like all your videos and shit on those externals?
See,
Uh,
all my movies, TV shows that I have scanned and ripped and all that good stuff.
yeah, I had given up on externals a long time ago. I just try to have everything internal.
Oh, I would, but you know, I why is that not showing the new name? Let me close the browser. Anyway, yeah, it's just I didn't have the money, and externals are just for whatever reason cheaper right now. That's why
They were cheaper at the time when you got them.
well, yeah, but I mean they still are. That's why I shucked a 10 terabyte. If I bought this as a desktop drive, it'd be $220.
Yeah, I remember a time when the externals were more expensive.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
I mean, it's weird too because it's like you would think it'd be easier for them to, you take the same drive and then they gotta manufacture an enclosure for it or outsource it from somewhere.
Mhm.
So you'd think it would just in materials, you'd think it would be more expensive to do a external.
Yeah. I don't know, man. But
But I do have a question.
I don't give a fuck.
Soda Talk with Frank and Ian.
Got a lot of head on there.
that's what she said. What's the question, Ian?
What are you drinking now?
Well, see, I actually got a conversation piece this week.
Oh boy.
So let's go with you because you're probably drinking old basic bitches.
Basic bitches. I got a pineapple and then I got a right now I'm drinking on a Sprite, but I got a voltage just for backup.
Uh-huh.
But what about you? You got something interesting this week?
Well, I've been drinking I got a thing of ice, just on ice. I got water from the toilet.
Are they
And
still
then-
doing the red ice, the cherry ice? Because I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it either, so this is just some regular ice right now. That if I can find it, I buy it, but I don't. But have you seen? Move it over towards the camera. Have you seen this edition of Game Fuel?
No.
I saw these at the fucking store, and I was like, "What the?" So they're Game Fuel because they're in tall boys.
Looks like a Kickstarter.
Well, that's why I thought at first. I was like, "Oh wait, Game Fuel. This is the Charged Cherry Burst." Now, on the side of the can here, the little review we're doing here. You see how it's dark?
Yeah.
It's got this like what the hell they call that, like a carbon fiber style pattern. And I thought, like, when I picked it up, I wasn't looking at it. I thought it had like someone had like spilled something on it, like it had a grip. So I was like, ew, there's something on it. So I grabbed another one. No, they're all like that. This is actually fucking textured. It doesn't look like it would be, but there's a slight ribbed fucking texture.
Isn't that kind of like how the other energy drinks are, or like the label Mountain Dews?
No, those are just a plain can. And then it's got this fucking shit for like look at this. This is the cap.
It's like a tab.
Well, see, it's got instructions on the side. You pull tab up, do not open if seal is broken. Slide back. So I don't know if it's resealable or if it's fucking, because it's like it's got a little piece of tape over here and the top it says open. So it's like, this is really gamery. Like, this makes me think of like a race car seat / nitrous oxide bomb.
It's kind of like a grenade tab.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, if you look
Rag.
at, not really, because it's XO and like, close look at it here. See, there we go.
Yeah.
And a little piece of tape looking shit at the top with like fake rivets to make you think, oh, I gotta hold on to my seat, boys. So let me look at these directions again, make sure I don't fuck it up. This is so weird that it's got a texture, because it doesn't, you don't think it would until you run your fingers over it and you're like, there's a fucking texture there. Full tab and then slide back. Okay, so I'll get us the microphone in case it makes noise. Ooh. I could get a pick or something to jam under there, hurting my finger.
Yeah, I think the Rockstar has like a kind of a texture to like the patterns and shit on there. Rockstar is okay.
Whoop. It went.
This is gonna be the rest of the show, Frank, just trying to get this open. He's gonna be jabbing knives and shit in there.
Hold on.
He'd be like, "You motherfucker! I'm gonna get this. Oh, this is gonna turn into a legacy."
And I don't want to get shit all over my keyboard here, so let me just. Okay. So, double check this damn thing. Yeah, slide back. Oh, the whole thing slides back. Okay. Ow. And it clicks in a place. That's fucking weird.
Frank's about to do a first taste on camera.
Oh, there's little instructions printed on. Oh, I took a sip. It's all drink here.
So is that this has got like a really cherry taste?
Not as heavy as the other ones. Like the other cherry game fuels, it's like, I don't know.
Cherry. Thing with cherry is it gets old pretty fast.
Depends on which one. I love my damn what do they call them? The balls.
Yeah.
But I got several flavors, so look forward to me trying those the rest of the fucking month. I got like a berry blue and like this one, and then a regular Mountain Dew. So we will see how they taste. Now, in February, I might not be doing the show for a day because I've got to have more dental surgery.
Oh. Yeah, I hope that goes okay.
It should. It's just I'm not looking forward to it.
Ooh. Yeah, that would.
Basically, they take that drill that they drill your fucking teeth with and drill in my fucking gums. Well, my jaw Eh,
Zzz.
shit sucks. So, anyway,
Anyways. But so before we get into some battle stations, I messaged Frank earlier today, and I was saying that we actually want to start doing just a brief new segment on the show. I figure we would do some like a favorite video of the week kind of thing, something that doesn't really fit into like the news or something, like a video that we're real excited about, because me and Frank obviously watch tons shitload of YouTube. So but favorite video of the week. Got the film roll going on.
that's your sound effect, huh?
I'll just, like, I was trying to find a, like that thing, like the countdown or whatever with the film reel or whatever.
Whoa.
Maybe Frank could find something better. What?
You were all like a robot.
Is it okay?
I mean, now
Uh,
you were doing the robot, Doug.
oh shit. But no, if you could find a better sound effect, that's cool. I figured what would be good is just like, I was trying to look for like a film reel, like at the start of a movie or whatever, you get the countdown.
Right.
But no, my thing that I saw this week that I thought would be kind of cool to share was Linus did a recent video on how to dark mode your life, because we were talking about dark modes and stuff. And then I'm not going to play the video, but I was just going to go through some, like scrub through it here a little bit.
You scrub.
He was, and yeah, he talks about different ways of putting like a dark mode on like all your different devices and stuff, from the operating system to the, like applications and stuff. And you did share a cool extension that I might try for Chrome called Dark Reader or something.
Or something.
Yeah, I'll have to search for Dark Reader, I think it is. But did you check out the video that I linked you here?
The what, the dark theme, your life, whatever?
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the thumbnail before. I just didn't sit and watch it yet.
I figured since I linked it to you earlier today, it would give you something to watch, because you say all the time you watched it at work. So,
Well, in downtime. The thing is, I don't know when I'm going to have that.
yeah, it's funny because the he's always like, when the screen goes to white on some of the parts where it's hard to make it a dark mode, because in this video he was talking about how the Windows hadn't yet gotten like a light theme for the Explorer part, at least.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he said there was the Dark Reader, like it was like a universal thing that replaced like that stylus or whatever, the global dark style, and it was like an intelligent kind of thing where it would put everything in dark, and it would make each web page look like it was meant to be dark, or like it was originally dark, and it would make everything dark, but it would take out like the pictures and stuff. It would recognize pictures and any other graphics and stuff. So it was a little bit more, like it looked a lot nicer than just doing a global dark style with the stylish or whatever. Because you said before that with that, the only problem is like a lot of times it gets weird results with like some text overlays and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, like I mean, I use the default YouTube dark because it's the one they made, so it's most compatible.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the dark reader, I think. He's talking about that here. Yeah, dark reader, this is it. That's, I guess, supported on all 3 major browsers: Chrome, Firefox, and Safari.
Safari. Do you still use Firefox?
Yeah, I use both.
Hmm.
There's things that I like about both of them. But it looks pretty good, doesn't it? The page, it looks like it's looks pretty clean with it.
Yeah. Why the hell do I have a damn?
Where he even talked about doing like even, well, first he shows you how to do dark mode on the Mac OS and stuff too, but he talked a little bit about on the Android side where you could do a dark mode on there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have some kind of dark mode on your Pixel right now?
Well, like the default theme is it usually goes with your background. If you have a white background, everything's supposed to be kind of white, and if you got a dark background, everything's supposed to be kind of dark. Plus, like after a certain time of day, it thinks that everything's dark, so it goes dark anyway.
Hmm.
I Before they didn't give you the option to trip it and make it dark all the time. I had to download a theme, but then that fucked up other things. So I'm trying to get it to stay as dark as I can.
On my phone, I thought that I did have a setting where it put in a dark mode for like all your, like your settings and all your like your clock and calendar and everything like that.
Oh,
But no, I mean he talks about at the beginning of the video about how like how since we're always at our screens and stuff, it's like real important for your vision and everything to give your eyes a break. It's having the bright glaring screen. I mean, how
right.
how hard it is on your eyes.
Yeah, I mean they have a night mode. Like on my phone, there's a night mode, but it's that shit just where it turns everything bright yellow,
Yeah.
and I'm like, fuck that.
Well, yeah, he explains there's a difference between a dark mode and a night mode. The night mode basically just puts a tinted filter over everything that gets rid of the blue light and makes everything like an orange.
Right.
But yeah, so there's lots of ways where you can make as much stuff as possible dark. I mean, obviously that's not going to be perfect. Where I'm sure there's some things like on the Android where, and like certain parts of your browser, I'm sure probably still going to be pretty white.
Uh-huh.
But and you're always having to change your theme or whatever because you like to go between the dark mode. But I think basically you've given up on the global dark thing now, and you just do all the web pages individually, huh?
I'm sorry, you totally turned into a robot. I don't know if it's because of my computer downloading or what. So I didn't
Oh,
catch
I
any
don't
of
know.
that. Hold on, let me pause.
What are you downloading now?
Well, I was asking Steam to just download little like crappy games I have that are like, you know, bytes, not even megabytes.
Uh,
I didn't think that would bother anything, but apparently it wanted to do it. So what was your question, sir?
oh, I said you basically given up on the like the global dark style, right? Where you're just doing like individual websites instead, huh? That
my
you
main
use.
my main sites that I visit frequently, I just downloaded themes for them Because when you go
Yeah.
to a global site, the site will sometimes have its own theme, and then that'll mess up with the global theme, and or some text just won't appear.
Yeah.
So I don't go to enough sites. I don't risk going to risky sites anyway. So like, really, I don't surf on this thing. I do it on my phone and shit where I know it doesn't matter.
Right. Well, he was saying with the dark reader, you can actually exclude websites and stuff. You don't have to like do it in the code of that stylish or whatever.
Yeah, you don't say.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, that's basically kind of like an informative type of video.
Uh-huh.
Thought people would be interested in that because I'm sure a lot of people are leaning towards the dark mode because like
Leaning
a
towards the
lot of
dark
times,
side.
yeah, I see a lot of people that like are using YouTube and stuff. They do in the dark mode now. I mean, just besides helping your eyes, I think it just looks better. It makes all like the
If you're
colors and
watching a
everything pop.
video, it makes sense to make everything around it black. Because why make it white and fight for your eyes?
Yeah,
Now, my
but
video that I saw this week,
hey, did you find something pretty cool?
I enjoyed the other Linus video where they try to fix their network.
Oh yeah, I saw that he was like swearing. It wasn't that the one where he was like the guy was making a joke and he was like, "That's not fucking funny. That's not fucking funny."
Well, yeah, because the laptop fried and it's like $1,000 laptop.
Yeah.
He's like, it is kind of funny. No, it's not.
No, other
But
time he was like swearing and shit.
yeah, I mean, I liked it because I enjoy watching people try to either do stuff and fail and or like figure stuff out as they do it. And all of my IT friends were cringing when they watched this because they're like, he's not a professional. I don't know why people think he is. I go, well, he pimps people's setups with network and NAS gear, so of course they think he's a professional. I mean, plus, you get paid to do it. You're technically a
He's
professional. I mean, even though he's not going out and installing servers in other people's homes, really. I mean, he did the
he's the
my Wi-Fi and all that shit.
yeah. He's the high end of the prosumer side, basically.
I mean, he did bring a good point up years ago when he's like, just buy the gaming equivalent because the actual, you know, uh, the what is it? The pro business model is like just more expensive and not as fast as if you just bought the damn gamer version.
Yeah, well, he said that about like a lot of the Xeon processors, where basically you're just paying for uh, like a workstation tax on them.
Right. Yeah, they did a whole video on that. So like I enjoyed it. Like I said, a bunch of my buddies were upset, but they also got upset that I told them I was putting Windows on a NAS. So what are you
Mm,
doing that for? And I'm like, well, I want to be able to do other stuff, and I enjoy digging into Linux. I have a hard drive with Linux on it in case I feel like messing with it, but I'm not a neckbeard. If for whatever reason the shit doesn't work, I want to be able to just drag and drop in a GUI and say, there, I'm done.
yeah.
So,
Well,
so that was, it was like a two-parter because they were preparing for 10-bit, 10 gigabit internet, and then, oh, we fucked up. We got to sit late and work.
oh, this one was more. It was like 4 or 5 parts. I thought all the way back from when he was like routing all those Ethernets and they were building the whole room was bare and shit.
Yeah, it's been interesting.
Um, but yeah, I mean, he seems like he's like pretty knowledgeable about the networking stuff because he's always spitting out those terms about the NAS and the RAID shit and
I mean, until he starts talking to Wendell, who actually knows his ass from a hole in the ground. 'Cause he always, no, this right. This is it, right? This is this. Wendell knows all about Linux kernels and all that shit. And
Well, who did they have to go to? I mean, they definitely needed help when they were recovering their shit.
well, Linus calls his buddy at 45 Drives, so that's the guy who gave him the petabyte shit.
Yeah.
Apparently, they had a guy set up their network before, but he's gone. So I don't know.
So Linus didn't do the whole petabyte project all by himself.
Oh
then,
no,
basically.
remember that was a two-part with like 45 Drives and Seagate. Seagate sponsored it, so that was all Seagate drives.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but no. So you got like you have a bunch of like networking buddies, huh?
well, in the one of the chat
IT guys.
things I use, there's guys who get mad at me when I ask for stuff and I seem disrespectful because they're like, "Oh, some of us do this for a living." That's nice. I don't give a shit. Then I found out they're in their 20s. I'm like, fuck you. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground.
What do they want you? Was it like they treat you like you should be paying for their advice or something?
Well, like I ask what they think and then they tell me something and I just go do what I'm going to do anyway. Like, I'm not asking for advice. I'm literally asking, can you do this? No? Okay, thanks. But I don't think you should. Didn't ask. Don't give a shit. No, you'll have a problem. No, that's fine. Don't care. No, not anyone does that. That's nice. No.
They're basically like equivalent to an audio file, right?
No, those guys have their own preferences, and like I know guys who are like, anything that's under $200 is garbage. Nah, but back to the tech guys, like yes, I understand you do it for a living. Not everything needs to be in fucking Linux. I understand you don't like Windows. Hey, that's great, but you know what? I was like, hey, my wife doesn't want to learn fucking Linux, so I'm not gonna buy. Well, my wife uses Linux. That's nice. That's your fucking wife. I didn't marry your wife. So,
do these guys do that? I think it was Gamers Nexus was the guy they were actually making their own, like terminating their own like Ethernet and shit.
Oh, well, like the one guy when I told him I was putting Windows on my old computer, he's like, "Oh, just put Debian on it." I was like, "No, I just want to install Plex and be done." Well, what do you mean? It's easy. All you gotta do is type. I'm like, "No, I'm not doing all that. I'm not going to some website, copy and pasting code and hoping it fucking works." They're like, "Well, yeah, but you." I talked to them just like I talked to you. They're like, "Oh, you say your brother's lazy because he doesn't want to learn anything about hardware." I'm like, "That's true, but I don't want to have to do it in my day to day. I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna fucking do it." Because
I'm always confused because I try to download just like the install files for, like the same programs I have in Windows and Linux, and it's like you gotta has like packages and shit or something.
Yeah, well, like, I mean, I understand it because repositories and shit is like, a lot of free stuff has that. Like, Kodi has it, and Cydia for iPhone had it. Like, the thing is, like, certain stuff just doesn't work. Like when I first tried Linux on my old computer, I couldn't get sound even with HDMI. I couldn't get sound to work, and that's kind of important. So, and then I also got tired of fucking with it because, like, every time you do it, the CMOS would get confused and you would lose time, and I got tired of resetting the clock every time.
What?
No, if you go from one drive to another, the Linux clock is different than your Windows doesn't think it's on. It thinks the battery's out because you're using a different drive. Anyway.
45 drives.
Right. So would you like to talk Battlestations right now, sir?
Sure.
Hit me with
Battlestations. There's my Battlestations.
Man your battle stations. Man your battle stations.
Station.
So
What's your theme this week, Ian?
My theme is just kind of like something with like a busy background and shit.
Oh.
Because that was kind of like the first station I saw on there was busy, so I was like, I'm in a hurry, so I'll stick with that.
I mean, I like portrait, landscape, portrait.
I can't go wrong with that, right?
I mean, it's how mine is set up. So, actually, mine's portrait, landscape, landscape, portrait.
So could kind of do without the slat out keyboard type of thing.
Yeah, that's always stupid. Like, and what's with that like
You-
damn pillow? Is there a keyboard under there he doesn't want us to see?
I guess.
I
Or
mean,
is that like does he have like a covered up sound bar or something?
man, I'm assuming it's like a musical keyboard. I'll bet. Because there are little ones over here on the sides. Let me go into the description. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, okay. Setup number 2. Not much to say, just a bunch of shit there. Looks like a thrift store.
Yeah, got a lot of artsy fartsy shit in there, huh?
Eh. They like color, I guess. Now this is so gamery.
Gamery.
Wow, they got the Bubba Keg. I got a Bubba Keg. They got their bong right on their desk. They got my keyboard right on their desk. They got their RGB mouse pad right on their desk. They got a fucking PlayStation on their desk.
Yep. This one's very busy too with the walls.
I mean, they got the sub on the floor, so I can't argue there.
Nope. Don't see any crazy cables everywhere. Pretty clean, right?
They could use the baseboard right along the wall there. Looks like they had one and they tore it out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean,
And what is he? Is he in the? Is that like in a corner in the kitchen or something? What's with the
no,
tile?
that's a bed, dog. Bed right there, dog.
Interesting tile floor for a bedroom.
Well, maybe it's their beach house. It's linoleum.
Or it's in a bathroom. He's got a bed and his computer in the bathroom.
Bed and bath and beyond.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go to your third one real quick. Because we're dragging ass here. Oh boy. It's those big ass block. Is that windows? Or like shit on the wall?
I don't know. I was gonna ask you, what am I looking at?
From the thumbnail, it looked like those like cinder block style windows,
Yeah.
But like now I'm thinking it's something with foil. I don't fucking know. I don't like
That's
it.
not like that type of thing where it's like, you know how Linus had like motherboards on his wall or whatever?
Yeah, no, that's some old shit is all that is.
Huh.
Hold on a second. I had to adjust my cushion.
More cushion for the pushing?
Yeah, he's got a stereo just on the floor. I don't approve of that. Because speakers should be at ear level. Does your nuts need to hear your music?
Now he's got a speaker on his desk there. What's that little ball thing?
That's no, that's an echo.
Well, you could listen to that.
Okay,
That
but
plays. You could play music through that.
no, he's got a stereo playing his nuts. You can't hear anything playing off that little bullshit echo.
Oh, you think that those are hooked up to his Echo?
No. I mean, there's a 3.5 jack dangling from the Signum in the back. And he did that shit where he wraps the cable around the fucking leg instead of actually putting it behind the leg and Velcro or zip tying it to the fucking leg. So it looks ghetto. I do not like this, Sam I am. I do not like this one bit. Nope. Nope. Not gonna got fucking shit ton of icons that no. No.
What's wrong with his icons?
Got too many. If you got a busy wallpaper or screensaver or whatever the fuck that is, hide your
But
icons.
dude, I wonder what you would do with about if you ever saw Nate's desktop where it looks just like it's like a constellation of icons.
No, just right click and what you do is you right click view and then show desktop icons, turn that shit off. There you go. Problem solved.
He
Or do-
basically put his desktop is his download folder. Basically, he downloads everything to that.
I mean, I do too, but then I used to like work. I do that because I don't know where the hell it stores everything. Because sometimes it puts shit in documents,
Yeah,
which is stupid. How does it know what's a document and what's not?
right.
If it's a fucking text file, yes, it's a fucking document. A PDF file can be a fucking document, but no, not all the time. So, no, I just I hide everything. I keep the shit that like I would actually like my Bethesda launcher. It by default it saves your name, but not your password. So I keep a file on my desktop with the fucking password so I don't forget it.
Yeah.
And that's all I keep that kind of shit on my desktop, but I turn it off so you can't see it when I take a picture of it. This looks like ass.
But basically, like, yeah, the cable management could be a lot better, but I mean, where's he gonna put that fucking
At what?
where's he gonna put it?
The stereo?
Yeah, it's stereo. I was thinking
Somewhere else.
Because I mean, you can't put it on a desk. There's no room for that.
Well, put it over on another table. Put it on your fucking dresser or your bookshelf, whatever else. He's got more room in there than that. I think. You can't tell.
Yeah, put up a shelf instead of having whatever's on that wall there, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of it's tacky looking. And if anything, if his stereo is down there, at least put the speakers up on the fucking desk. Your nuts aren't going to listen to the music, are they? No. You can see the
Well,
antennas is like router or whatever is down there.
Is that thing? Does it have like detachable speakers? You think?
Yes, that's my
Okay.
guess. It looks like it's a shitty little boom box he bought somewhere where the speakers come off and you can move them a couple feet away.
Hmm. Well, what's the comment say? What is on that wall there? You should see if there's any comments or anything about that or description.
Blunt wrap is an amazing idea. So I guess it's blunt wrap.
Blunt wrap.
Search. I'm guessing wrap for blunts.
Oh, okay.
That's what it looks like.
Well, that's stupid.
Well, the other dude had a bong on his desk, so you've got a theme here, hippie.
I need that bubbling sound effect.
So, out of your 3 stations, the order I go is 2, 1, 3. You,
Hold
sir?
on. Oh, God damn it.
God damn it, sir.
Yeah, I would go in the same order. I agree. What's the internet say?
The internet says, please wait. I was doing something. The internet says, okay. This guy has 26. 88 looks like. And 16. So they say 2, 3, 1, but they're full of shit. And I'm not gonna waste time seeing the guy's Username is tell him he wins a peanut because I don't care. So, my stations.
Station.
All right. So my theme this week is the
Blunt
shit.
rap.
Similar to yours, yeah. Similar to yours, just shit everywhere. So my first guy here. Oh boy, look
First
at this.
guy.
Looks kind of familiar, Ian.
Yeah, it does.
It's like I've seen it before.
Oh shit, man.
Oh yeah, this is mine. Yeah. It is, isn't it?
Finally did it.
I just said, you know what, fuck it. Because if I wait and wait, I'll never do it.
It's never gonna be 100% finished, is it?
No, even if I have everything cable managed and tied down and color coordinated, I'll still want to do one other fucking thing, and that shit's a pain in the ass because once everything is exactly where you think it's perfect, no.
Go
So
back to it zoomed in.
hold on, I didn't get much love. I only got like between 13 and 15 upvotes. It fucking fluctuates.
Well, you gotta give us some time too, man.
Excuse me.
So what do you got on the screens there? You got
Fallout.
you got Fallout on the top. What's on the bottom screen? What is that?
That's 4 players in power armor in Fallout. It's the whole theme is fucking Fallout.
Oh, I thought you were gonna have it like functional, where you were gonna have like chat screens on the sides or something, or
Oh no, I don't
like
have
you were
any
streaming.
windows. I don't have any windows up. These are all just plain desktops. Now, yes, the cable management in the back is horrible, but you know what? Fuck it. You want to come to my house and redo it? You're more than welcome to. It doesn't look as bad here. Here it looks god awful. I got like -3 points out of 228 views. I included a video. It's a video.
Video.
Yeah.
Did you put this on PC Bar Picker also?
No. I
You
included
should
the PC.
update that.
Well, I included the PC part picker list. See what I was saying? How the left VGA cable is not sleeved; it's just the shitty one from the power supply kit.
Yeah.
And
The
then
people bitch about that.
no one actually
Yeah.
said much of anything. I'll show you what they said in a minute. I'm actually not too ashamed of my cable management. There's only a couple places I really couldn't dress it up too well, like over here to the left where the damn that adapter I told you that goes to the LED strip. That's like the super stupid long one. I didn't need that much. Like even bunched up, it's all over that corner and goes to the motherboard. Like it's huge. Come on, shrink. Okay.
I thought you were doing your radiator in the front.
The radiator
I
is in
thought
the front. It's right there. See it?
I thought you were doing the halos on the radiator though.
My case came with 140 millimeter fans, so I bought 140 millimeter radiator or 140 millimeter halos, but my radiator is 120.
Yeah, I know you said that. I thought you've like fixed all that though.
No,
now.
no, that cost money, dog. So I just stuck the halos on the fans I had and put them up top. I have 3 fans in front of the radiator.
Yeah.
See? Hold on. They're just black.
Yeah.
So I mean, you wouldn't be able, if I stuck halos on them, they're in front of the radiator. You're not going to fucking see them. I got my
Right, yeah.
alt
You
boy
have
up
to
there.
do. So you're gonna have to get 3 more fans and plus the halos then?
Yes.
That'll be
$16 a fan plus, excuse me.
well like $20 for a basic bitch fan.
Yeah, it's like $16 for. I'll be doing another fractal because I don't want a noisy ass fan. I want them all to be the same model, just the right size.
Right.
And then a couple more halos. The halos are still $10, except I'd have to get one that's the Lux edition, which is like 20.
Yeah.
And then I might have to get a new cable for this VGA. I've emailed the company and said, "Hey man, it doesn't work."
Yeah.
But I don't know. And like I
I would
said,
do that. It's still
I did.
I mean, you could return it if you wanted to.
I just gotta wait for them to email me back. They said give them a couple days. I'm like, yeah, I'll wait. Like I said, I could redo the cable management, but
I'm sure you eventually will get to it, but
it's just like I need to get new cables because this is even before I moved the tower here. Where the tower is at now, I thought 15 feet would be long enough. No, almost. One of them is. I've got the one that I had draped across the bed. I moved it around so it's where it goes along with the other ones, but it's just long enough. So
yeah.
I should probably get like 20 foot.
Well, it's weird. They don't make. I don't think they make a 20-foot. It's either like 15 and then straight up to 25.
Well, something like that. I'd rather it be too long and I can tuck it.
Oh
It's just
yeah.
as long as the monitor doesn't cut out.
Um. So, but yeah, it looks really sweet, man.
Well, thank you. Uh, only comments I got was go back to the thing. I called it my Xbox is more powerful than computer or than your computer. Some guy, Floyd. So yeah, and I'm like, to be clear, some guy was not talking about this computer. He meant my old FX machine. And then I linked the PC part picker list. And immediately after I posted that, it got downvoted because when you post something, you get an upvote. You like your own thing. And immediately after that, somebody downvoted it. And then someone else, like, that made it 0. And I think maybe someone else downvoted it again. I don't know. It's got +2 again. But so I said, yes, this wouldn't be Reddit if you weren't downvoted for posting my PC part list on a PC or a subreddit for PC setups. And then a little finger. Nice. And then some guy said, 8-core Threadripper for $319. Probably could have went with a 2700X instead, unless you were just interested in the platform for an upgrade path. That's the plan. And that guy said, 1300 watt power supply? That seems overkill. It's on sale for $99, dude. I could do 28 Ti SLI with a 32 core and still have power to spare. Fair enough then. Which, I mean, it's fucking true. I mean,
Yeah, people assume that you're gonna do like the balls to the wall right off the start, you know.
right. Like people literally were like, why don't you buy Threadripper 2? Money. Why don't you get the 32 core now? Money.
Why don't you do it my way now?
Yeah, they're like, oh, you could have just got a Ryzen and got a 2080 Ti, and I'm like, yeah, but then I'd be fucking stuck at 9 cores or 8 cores. Well, you don't need more cores. You don't think I need more cores. I'm not just like with my hot rods and all that shit. My favorite logo. I didn't build it for you. So, anyway,
It looks pretty nice though. Don't worry, eventually I'll get mine up there.
I mean, I just said, you know what? I've got pictures. I just finished building it. I'm on a high. If I don't post it, I never will. I figured for my lack of cable management / my own whatever, where I decided, fuck it, this is how I'm going to do it / laziness. I figured I'd get some hate, some shade. I don't care. Then this other one.
Maybe when I get mine up, maybe you could do some updates to yours, and then
it won't be any fucking.
We'll have a.
This one made me nervous So I had to
Yeah.
post it.
Why did it make you nervous? Oh,
Look at that thing up there, dangling off the wall. I understand the premise of a wall-mounted PC, but OMG, WTF?
that's like a ceiling.
Well, it's the title of this one was Updated Potter Hole. So he's like Harry Potter. You know how Harry Potter lived under the stairs?
Right.
Well, this guy's it's literally a fucking closet with a little slanted ceiling. And I mean,
Yeah, that's not a wall anymore. That's the ceiling.
yeah, that's like, I mean, and the fucking that wall there is just why would you hang anything from it just to highlight that the paint is not there? And like, I mean, this probably would look really sweet in a room where it's up on a wall with all the fucking cables going through the wall, but it's got this horrifying angle that looks like it's jumping at you, and then it's got these rainbow, RGB fans to pay, make sure you pay attention to the thing that's coming at you. And is the GPU vertical? Is that what that is?
Uh,
Because I see heat pipes and
I guess
fans.
so.
So technically it's vertical, but the whole thing's fucking vertical. But then it's at a 45-degree angle because of the ceiling.
So that's right side up.
Not really.
I mean, if you do an angle of an angle,
well, it's you know how they say like 3 wrongs don't make a right, or like 3 rights make a left. It's kind of not really. It.
dude, you should comment. You got to promise us that if something happens, you got to post that too.
Top comment. This stresses me out. Someone said somebody storms up the stairs. It's all over.
Yep. The fuck is that?
What?
What was that chart there?
Well, someone says, good thing you have a window. It would get pretty toasty in there. It says, how do you know it's an AMD build? It says, that's a 2005 old joke, right? Isn't it? And then the thread, it's like 2700X, and it's like 55 degrees. So it shows it's not the hottest. Intel's actually at 81 in this picture. So
Yeah.
they're they're not as hot as they could be.
Right.
But
processors are able to be hotter nowadays, aren't they?
I mean, I guess. I mean, that's some shit dangling off the wall there, man. Made me nervous. And then this fucking thing. There's so much going on. I'll let your eyeballs take it in first.
So you have 4 screens.
Yeah.
I was trying to look and see. At first, I thought that was just super ultra wide, but
Nah.
nah.
So there's 4 screens, one of those Stream Decks.
This guy's of slanted ceiling too.
Yeah, but he does it well. He doesn't have shit hanging off of it. Now, he's got a custom desk where the whole edge is just like that raw wood look.
Yeah.
Got that round cap keyboard that's supposed to look like an old typewriter. It looks stupid.
Yep.
Got a Boba Fett figure on the one monitor, another over by his speakers. Got a Mandalorian logo up on the wall there. I mean, there's a bunch of shit here, but it's done tastefully. Your eyes continually go around going, "What am I looking at?" The webcam has me interested there. Can you see it there? Right up by the left speaker.
Yeah.
I zoomed enhanced a little bit. Let me zoom in some more there.
Oh yeah.
Whoop,
that's interesting.
It's a Sony. I think that's what it says.
Was that like overkill?
Hold on. Let me go to the description. 49-inch 4K TV. That's what I got. They got a GTX Titan X Maxwell. 850 power supply.
Is that the one that Jay has, where it's like a $10,000 Sony FX camera or whatever?
I'm trying to see right now. I don't. Desk slab. I'm already started scrolling. I don't want to go back out of the top and search. Mandalorian plaque. Set up goals. This could probably be a bunch of people sucking his dick. Might be a girl, so be sucking her dick. Back to top. What is it? To search?
Control F.
Um, no one said a damn thing about the camera in this whole thing.
Nope.
Motherfucker.
Well, what were you saying? Is like you thought it was like a fancy camera or something though?
Well, it's not a real webcam. I'm assuming since they're kind of a streamer, they got a stream deck. I don't know if it's the mini version or whatever. So I'm assuming this is like a DSLR or something because it's got that L-shaped handle there up top.
Yeah. You gotta love how like those streamers, they put so much effort into, like their camera setup, then it's just gonna be in a little right hand corner or something.
Right. Now these are my actual setups, but I had one that I messaged you earlier, and I want to show it while I got the chance to throw it up on the
Is
screen.
this an
here. So
honorable mention one?
It's like just something I wanted to. It's more like a talking point, not even really anything. But anyway, one of my friends showed this on MagFest. You got it. So this is a computer case that apparently was 3D printed.
Yeah.
Look at that shit.
That's crazy, man.
RGB for days. What was that comment? 1070? Huh, I don't know.
It doesn't even matter what's in there.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be whatever. Now they got like they said 1070. They got the Delta T-Force RGB RAM. It looks like a RGB power supply. I think that's what does it say about the Strix? Got the T-Force RAM.
That's pretty clean. Does he have like covers over everything?
I mean, it looks like it because power supply is covered.
And he's got like some blacks under there that's covering up stuff. And
I don't know if it's like
on a motherboard.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like Legos. Get that shit off the carpet.
Yeah.
But yeah, the guy I saw, like, he was at MagFest and he saw this and he posted a video of it. Someone says, "Do you sell these?" It says, "I do, but a lot of time goes in building them, so it's not cheap or comparable to a case you can buy on the market." Is it under under or over 1,000? He says over. I mean, there you go.
Is it under or over my mortgage?
It's It's over 1K. Look at all the. Okay, so it looks like they put the LED strips in, and then he put the blocks over to diffuse the backs, I guess.
Hmm.
Do you see?
Yeah. And that would be like a lot of soldering.
Well, I mean, yeah. Look at all those
I mean-
wires.
I mean, if they're LED strips and like 3D printed parts, like the materials probably aren't that expensive, but the time would.
Right. Look at
be
all
enough.
that. Well, those aren't. Those are just like what are those, like clips?
Yeah.
So that's probably not even soldered, is it?
Oh, I don't even know. They
me
have the
see.
solderless connections, but those things are like so unreliable, man.
Work in progress on 3D print PC. Half the case being wired with the 440 LEDs, only running on a battery pack, so brightness is low, but looks good so far.
Yeah, I don't think I'd have all that go off of one header on your motherboard.
No, he's probably. I mean, he's got an Anchor battery pack there. I mean, it looks cool, but all that fucking work. How much time did it take to print all that? Probably about 2 to 3 weeks nonstop printing. About 3 rolls of plastic, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
What printer are you using? CR10 with a little assistance by Maker Select. Wow.
Yeah, if you factor in like $30 a roll, that's almost like $100 just for the 3D printed parts. Then
I have to see if there's a damn like Thingiverse plans for it. But yeah, this is the dude's fucking setup. I was like, damn, okay. I don't know where it like linked to the guy, but I was like, oh, I gotta start following him. So I was like, I gotta show that to Ian. He'll appreciate it.
is that glass on there, or is that just acrylic?
On what, this stuff?
The 3D printed one, because it has a window.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just an opening, get some air in. Because
Yeah,
other
it's
than the
probably
fans,
overheat.
yeah, that's all you need is the shit to get hot and start melting.
Right? No.
No.
What did it take him? Did he say how long it took for everything? Because a few weeks that was just straight printing. You said.
Right, and then wiring everything up. You don't know.
No, that took me a year.
Right.
So, what's your second and third favorite? I guess that's all I need to ask, right?
Do what?
What's your second and third favorite? I should ask then, because you
Well,
have yours in there.
Hold on.
You're obviously going to be biased. And the second one there with the slanted ceiling, that one sucks anyways.
The Harry Potter motif?
Yeah, this one is really good. That's what I'm wondering. I'm trying to think of.
I'm going 1 because obviously I like mine. 3 and then 2. Because 2 is horrifying. But if he can get that many upvotes, when did this get posted? A day ago? Really? Really? Fuck these people. They think that is better than that. Really? Fuck you, internet.
Hey, that's what gets the votes is just like crazy far out shit, man.
Well, fucking a Threadripper build that's like got 4 big ass monitors.
Yeah,
They're like 15 feet apart. I mean,
yeah, I do like your monitor setup better than the other guys with the 4 screens.
I mean, Mine, the
Yours,
only thing, if I could change mine, only thing I would do is I'd make it a little bit lower. I just only went with this because it was like I wanted to make sure I could fit the 34-inch underneath. But what's your order, sir?
she got in one of those sit stand desks so you could
Nah,
lower it.
nah, nah. Those things are fucking heavy.
Yeah.
Like even
I
just
would,
one, like even the ones that just sit on top of a desk that you pull up, those are over 70 pounds because I've had to deliver those before.
oh, really?
Yes, you don't. They say on the side of the box, 2-person lift, and I'd have to get another person in here.
Oh, yeah.
I've delivered them and I can move them, but I'm not picking it up and sitting it on. No, no.
Get Floyd to help you.
Yeah, yeah. You don't know where this
Is he
place
like
is.
is he like a little guy or is he pretty
Yes,
tall or what?
he's like, what is he? 6 foot, maybe around my height, but like he's always been kind of scrawny. He's
How
skinny.
tall? How tall are you?
5'7", almost 5'8".
Oh yeah, I'm 6'1".
Ooh,
I'm a big boy.
me too in pants. Okay, so what's your rating, sir?
I would go with the same. I mean, this one is kind of basic.
Which one?
This one we're looking at right now, that one's kind of basic.
I mean, it's don't get me wrong, it's laid out aight, and its cable
Yeah, it's
management's
laid
on
out
point.
nice. Yeah.
341. This one's 452, and I'm at like 13. Let me refresh. 13. Earlier it was like 14, and then 15. It fucking goes up and down. Some guys like your favorite game is Sonic the Hedgehog, right? And I'm like, yeah, dog. So I win the internet. So do you want to get into some news, Ian?
Sure. Well, like I said, I'm coming for you though, Frank.
Yeah, okay. Come in, bruh.
At least hopefully my computer, my desk will be set up pretty. My like my tower and stuff will be pretty nice. Hopefully, like I said, that I really can't have that crazy of a monitor setup just because it's with my vision. I can't really see up like really high, so I can't really have like a screens going up to the ceiling and shit. Only thing that sucks. But yeah, I'll hit you up with some.
The news with Ian and some guy.
By the way, just out of curiosity, what are you watching lately, Frank? You watching anything new on TV or interesting?
Nah.
I'm about to watch the second season of that Punisher show just came out on Netflix today.
Oh.
Probably gonna watch some of that.
Oh.
Yeah, tell us about this razor here, Frank.
Oh, hold on. I gotta put on a dark theme because it's bright as balls.
Bright as balls. Frank's like,
Right. It hurts my eyes.
well, you can't do anything about the picture though. It has a white background.
Dark. Goldberg dark.
I think there was like some kind of dark extension where like it would even try to like fill in some of the like the images, like if it's all white screen or something in the picture or something.
Okay, let me zoom enhance here. When I do this, does my activate Windows thing pop up?
I don't see anything about that.
Okay, good, because it's coming up for me and it's getting on my nerves. Gillette uses 3D printing to unlock consumer personalization. Offering personalized experiences help brands create emotional connections with their customers. Blah 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 blah. Using Formlabs Form 2 3D printers as its production engine, Razor Maker gives consumers the power to create and order customized 3D printed razor handles. Hmm. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess that's cool.
Our partnership with Formlabs and the power of their 3D printers enable consumers to have a say on how their razors should look. We are excited to work with our Boston neighbors to pilot this breakthrough concept of customization, said Donato Diaz, global brand manager for Gillette and Razor Maker co-founder. So basically, this is like a startup company that they're doing within Gillette. That I guess you'll be able to order like custom razor handles. I don't know if you're like they'll let you. They have like a designer or something on there, but I think for now it's just like shit that they're designing. But I don't know, they might change. I was thinking it'd be cool to have like just like a small little like round handle with those things where it's where you just have your fingers kind of like in like grooves a little bit or something and then shave with that. Then you could fit like a whole bunch in the bag then.
Uh-huh.
I mean, obviously I could print out my own if I wanted to. Should do something like that, but I don't know, it's like I don't know if it's that important to me though.
Right.
People getting excited about a razor. But I mean, it was kind of interesting. I'm into the 3D printing shit, and like we were talking about 3D printing earlier with that computer case.
This is what I shave with.
Yeah, you had like something like that. That's like a real razor, right? Barbershop type of thing.
Well, barbershops use a single blade, like a
Yeah, they use like a knife type of thing, but
you're like, well, I mean, it's supposed to be a straight razor. Now they use what's called an injector, where the actual blade itself gets injected into the holder. Um, this is what's called a double edge razor blade, where it's a square that or rectangle that is sharp on both sides. There's also a single edge, which imagine it only has one side that's sharp.
right.
But the one I have is actually my grandfather's. I guess my dad got it from his father, and the date is stamped into the bottom in the metal of the 1960s.
Yeah, this is like an old fashioned one. You can't buy that anymore, can you?
Not new, no. I mean, it would have came in a case like that new, which is pretty dope.
Yeah.
But all I have is the case and a mug, and I bought a brush for it, so for the soap. But
Oh yeah, did you hear they were changing their slogan and everybody was like all up in arms about it now?
the best a
They
man can get,
I
apparently
think it's like
not.
the best the man can be or something. That I forget, and they were like, it's
What?
offensive or something.
People are mad because shit changes. No, it's always been the same way, so let's just have it the same way forever and ever and ever. Oh, this one's got a bottom adjustable. See, my adjustment's up at the top. Oh, okay. No, it's
Alright.
crazy too, because like when I was a kid, Like my dad had this in a drawer, and I used to take it out and play with it as a kid. And fucking 20 years later, I put a blade in it, and I shaved with it, and that's all I've ever done to it. I've never had to tinker with it. I've never. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah, Gillette's new slogan: "The best a man can be."
In the army,
Yeah, you can get sued by the army now.
oh boy, hold on. Gotta go to your next story that's not as sucky. YouTube bans dangerous videos like fucking commercial.
They're banning all fucking commercials.
That'd be great. Videos like Bird Box Tide Pod Challenge after teens get hurt. Oh, fuck you with the damn pop-ups. No, go away.
Hey, where they have like crazy backgrounds too.
Yeah, then there's an ad in the background, and if you click the X to try to get rid of it, you're pulling up the ad. See?
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, so what the
What? Well, basically, you want me to tell you about this one?
go ahead, because it's being a dick.
Okay, so basically, they're cracking down, and they got a new policy where they're cracking down on any kind of content that's like the regular offensive, but also like pornographic and anything that's like encouraging people to do like crazy and dangerous pranks and stunts and shit. And they're saying like anything like even in like the thumbnails too, even if it's not in the video, if the thumbnail is like any of that type of shit, then you could get a strike. And they're talking about if you have links to other places that are like that also, then they're getting busting people for that too.
Are you there?
Hello?
Oh, it froze up. That was crazy.
Oh, did I do a robot again?
No, it literally froze. Am I no longer screen sharing?
Oh no, your screen sharing. I still see the screen.
Oh, because
It's the same one.
mine just shows green with the word "you."
Like
Does it?
you don't see my camera anymore?
No, I see yours. I'm saying on mine it just says "you."
Oh, yeah, no, I don't see you. Now it's blank now when I
Oh.
switched over to mine. And then
Hold on,
I
let
went
me
back
turn
to
it
yours.
off. What the hell? Now it's like,
Oh boy.
oh god damn it!
Can't have anything nice, can we, Frank?
Right? Hold on, let me task manage some tasks. What do I got that's eating up some shit? Nothing really. Yeah, no.
Don't think it's the Threadripper.
Hmm.
I don't think it's your processor.
Well, like the only thing that really hangs if I start downloading, apparently it you know how like gaming motherboards and shit prioritize gaming stuff. So like if it thinks you're online gaming, it lets you do that and like throttles everything else.
Yeah.
So like when I download something, it goes, "You're downloading this hard," and I'm like, "No, I still want to be able to pull it." Like I was downloading something, I think it was Battlefield or whatever, and I try to pull up YouTube, and YouTube's like, "Not loading." But any other like Facebook loaded up fine, Amazon loaded up fine, video, no, no, no. I mean, I don't have my memory maxed out. What the
Right, but
hell?
you should still have. There's no way that you could have your memory maxed out that quick.
Right? Excuse me. I don't know.
You're gonna have to rejoin, you think?
Hold on, let me unscreen share. It might be because I have you on the funky monitor.
Oh boy.
Well, you know, the one that I said when you full screen it shits
Oh
itself.
yeah.
But I wasn't full screen. That's the funny thing.
Hmm.
Let me hold on. Let me rejoin. Hold on.
Okay. Oh boy. Can't have anything nice. But I don't know if Frank's gonna have trouble doing the screen share when he comes back, but where's my mouse? Mouse cursor. There you are. This is the next article.
Okay, I'm back.
Uh-oh.
What?
Now you sound like echoey now.
Echoey?
Yeah, you sound like you're from across the room now.
Well, I didn't do anything. I literally just closed the window and came back.
You might have to change check
Let
what
me-
your input settings are on the Hangouts.
God damn it, Google. Webcam, microphone. Microphone. Let me turn off this damn dark theme because it's making Google be all fucky. Microphone. Oh, why is it defaulting to that? That's weird. Hold on. Come on. How about now, brown cow?
It's still the same.
Let me rejoin.
Okay. Technical difficulties.
How about now, fucker?
It's the same.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Hold on. Default. Microphone. Motherfucker, come on. Yeah, it's defaulting to my fucking webcam microphone for some damn reason. Hold on. Let me go into sound settings and turn that shit off. Like, Windows default. Recording. Microphone. No, not the webcam. Set as default device.
You could disable that too. If you
I don't
want.
want to because I don't want to. I want to at least be able to be heard if the shit goes out.
Yeah.
Come on, save. Okay, before I leave, does it still sound shitty?
Yeah.
Okay, how about now?
Let me see if I
Yeah, it's defaulting to my fucking webcam.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, that's better.
I don't know what the fuck happened. It just said,
Yes.
nah.
It's how you're sounding.
Microphone for some damn reason. Hold on.
Yeah, it sounded like you were across the room.
Yeah, because it come from my webcam's mic, which blows.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. Okay.
Google, man. And just think how infinitely more complicated this is gonna have to be when we do have to switch over to like an OBS or whatever.
Ugh. Which it'll probably fucking be.
Yep. I don't know how streamers do it, man. They have like
Patience.
they must have patience, or the shit just works for them because they have all those links in the chain that could go wrong, and they have all those stream decks and all the.
Well,
It's
like,
crazy.
you'll always see like guys on Twitch. Hold on, is this working? And like I've seen guys literally phone a friend before to get the shit working.
Yep.
But that's also how you learn.
Yeah. Which is half the battle, right?
Sure.
Knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe. Okay.
Anyways.
Right. So are we done talking about how stupid people are?
What were you talking about?
The bird box challenge and shit.
Oh yeah, what is that shit? That bird box challenge.
You run around blindfolded. That's
Oh.
it.
Yeah, I hear about that all the time now, and it's like, okay, I don't know what that is.
Well,
I don't
Bird
really
Box is that
care.
movie from Netflix where Sandra Bullock's walking around fucking blindfolded.
Did you watch it?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not going to either. My wife watched it just because everybody and their brother did. And she didn't like the ending.
Does your wife like to stay like hip with all the trends
No.
and shit? And
Nah, she doesn't give a shit. I don't either.
but she's like, I gotta check it out, huh?
I mean, she has, we have Netflix. It's the popular thing.
Got Netflix.
Yeah.
But I got some Netflix.
Yeah, so we just
Or
yeah,
all right.
she just went ahead and tried it out, and she said she didn't care for the ending.
Yeah, like I wasn't sure if that was like a movie or a show or something.
It's a movie.
Okay.
Sandra Bullock. Basically, they did the premise like The Happening from M. Night Shyamalan is basically the same premise, but it's not the same movie.
The Fappening.
Yeah, that's what I said. Anyway. Close this window and go back to what I was doing. Yeah, so don't do stupid things, okay?
Right.
Stupid
just
people. Next.
It is more strict rules.
Because people are
Man,
stupid.
you really almost need a lawyer just to be able to make money on YouTube, so you know that you're not doing some shit they don't like, you know?
I guess. Bro, this is what? An 80-year-old mystery solved. What's this about, Ian?
Okay, so it's a lot of science, okay? That's why I included the video where I got this from, but
nerd.
nerd.
I'm not clicking that, but okay.
Nerd alert!
Yeah, so this is basically about ferroelectricity and how it could be used for like data storage. Only now in 2018 have researchers successfully demonstrated that hypothetical particles that were proposed by Franz Presach in 1935 actually exist. In an article published in Nature Communications, scientists from the universities in Linköping and Eden been show how ferroelectric materials act as they do. Ferroelectricity is a lesser known twin of ferromagnetism. Iron, cobalt, and nickel are examples of common ferromagnetic materials. These electrons in such materials function as small magnets, dipoles with a north pole and a south pole. In a ferroelectric, the dipoles are not magnetic but electric and have a positive and negative pole. And then there's a bunch more science shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
they're saying
Mm-hmm.
and I guess basically the way that they interact with each other could be used, like the different electric poles could be used for the ones and zeros and data storage. I guess that's what my understanding of it is, at least. I would watch the video and read it. We encourage you to read.
Yeah. Two things we can't really do on this show.
Right. I like the disclaimer at the bottom of the page of this. It says AAAS and URAC alert are not responsible for the accuracy of news releases posted to URAC alert by contributing institutions or for the use of any information through the URAC alert system. So like this shit could be bullshit.
Right.
But yeah, it's just another one of those articles where it's like this could revolutionize certain, like technology and stuff, like just like other articles that we've done before.
Right.
And it's always just like a theoretical thing where we could be seeing this in the future.
Life goes on, dull as before.
Yeah. By the way, is that 10 terabyte hard drive that you shucked? Is that technically a helium drive or? Is that the 10 and above terabyte hard drives? They had to have them be helium, I thought.
I don't know. I could check because I took a picture of it before I put in the case, just in case I needed to refer back. But give me 1 second. You like my image there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I like they had that one meme where it was like an owl where it's like craning its neck and is going, girl.
Let me see here. Okay. 120. I think this is the 3 terabyte, yeah.
And then Seagate unveils 10 terabyte helium filled hard disk.
What the hell is this one? Oh, this is the. Yeah, this is my Linux drive. This is only like 80. Yeah, 80 gig.
80 gig.
Where the hell? What the hell? I thought I took a picture of the damn 10 terabyte. Did I not? I guess I didn't. Well, hold on. Let me look in File Explorer and see what the model is, and I'll do a real quick search for you. How's that sound?
All right.
Properties. Whoop.
Did you have to do anything special for it in Windows to get it to
Actually,
partition?
no. No. You know how normally you got to like go in, like before I've had to download third-party software and shit. This time I literally just cleared everything and formatted. I think it had to be formatted to NTFS or whatever.
Right. Well, that's probably due to the fact that it was an external and they try to make that shit easy as possible for people.
No, I mean, I don't
Because
know.
I'd like if I plug in an external drive, I don't have to like partition it like you do an internal drive usually.
Properties, hardware. Okay, here we go. Close this. Let me zoom out. Put this on another screen so I can read it. Oh, where's that? There it is. Because the only reason I knew it actually worked too, because like right before I watched the video of how to make it work, the guy read off the model number, which I didn't care. And then when I was looking for my drive, I happened to see the model number that I had read. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe. Easy store. Reddit's got like a whole big ass thing about these because everybody like gets them and does this.
Right.
Do
I
we
just
shut?
remember seeing that they had to start switching to helium for the larger drives because you could store more with it or whatever.
Taiwan rated. Thailand. You know, now that I think about it, I don't know what the actual speed is on these things. Where does it say the RPMs are? Power model number. Don't know. Where the hell? I didn't think of that because, like, games, it's better to have faster 500 and something or whatever. I think it's faster because it's newer, but I don't
Yeah.
know. Let me hit back. I'll just do frequently asked questions because there's a mega thread on Reddit.
Mega thread.
Well, that's what it was called. There's like, are they the same? Yeah, video about it. Yeah.
What's that? What is a helium hard drive? Well, a hard drive needs air as we human beings do. The read and write heads inside a hard drive need air bearing. In case they do not find air, they are bound to crash into a disk straight away. But using air has its disadvantages as it is turbulent and quite dense. This can resist the spinning read or write heads, uh, thus affecting the RPM and efficiency of your drive. How about using a material or gas that is lighter than air? That is precisely what's stuck to developers, and helium was planned as a replacement to air. Helium is a gas that is 7 times less dense than regular air. It is helpful in producing minor resistance in the spinning heads. Hmm.
Update. Because one of the like, what is this one? Slick deals here. Someone posted the when they were last on sale.
Slick.
And then they have the comments. People put like,
Don't you have an invoice or something?
I have a receipt.
Where
I
did you
got
get
it
it
from
from?
Best Buy. The easy stores are Best Buy only.
Oh, it was Best Buy was actually the cheapest, huh?
I mean, for 10 terabyte, they don't give you too many specs because they expect you to just plug it in through a USB and be done with it.
Right. Well, we can put in a model number.
I mean, I did, and all I'm seeing is that it's a, that's what this is.
Well, I mean, did you put in the model number in your Best Buy into the Best
Nah,
Buy site? Oh,
I googled the shit, dog. I'm trying to find one with the most information, which is usually Reddit.
Hmm.
I mean, look at my fucking posts are here.
yeah.
Because people are
Well,
like,
did you ever have like a bookmark or something? Like, or did you just look at where you look at browsing in the store and found it or something?
no, well, like Data Hoarder, people were talking about them, and then I saw that they were up because they were like just 8 gig. Oh, I'm gonna sound glad I hit Reddit. The people were
Reddit.
on Data Hoarder had them, and then they, like I said, they were 8 gig, and now they're up to 10 gig. See, Data Hoarder. Here we go.
Data hoarders.
And I forgot I got to turn off the damn. Where's the damn search?
My Bobby. Oh.
Guy has every single Nintendo game. Kind of funny. People are like, "What do you guys hoard?" And they're like, "Nice try, FBI." What the hell? I thought there was a link to search. Anyway, basically, yeah. I don't think they are, dog. Let me just pull up images because I don't think the actual. Because when you crack it open, the actual thing doesn't tell you shit. See, this is all you get.
Right.
Thought they told you the RPMs, but I guess not. Huh.
Yeah, what's that? W10, WD10, OEMAZ.
Yeah, that's the model.
Yeah.
And
And you
this
don't
is
find anything with that?
just this thread where I got the fucking picture. Because like I said, that's what's in the the external drives.
Right.
So, and then all the Western Digital site takes you to is where you can order some more fucking external drives. Like others have said, the only difference is that the white drive may not work with certain power supplies without some form of modification / tinkering. I mean, shit worked, after I did the tape method, and I figured the tape method I could take it off, and I think I did break a clip getting it out of the shell, but for $180,
So it looks like though you might not be able to buy that hard drive just by itself.
I mean, not that model.
Yeah.
If I bought a 10 terabyte red, it'd be more expensive.
Right, obviously. But I'm saying if you can't buy it then by itself, you probably wouldn't be able to find any specs on it then.
Nah.
I doubt it's a helium one because I think the helium ones they're only do those for internals.
Right. Let me see. What is Newegg? Sort by lowest price. And then see that then they totally skipped that you said 10 terabyte. Well, I could buy a Western Digital Elements. Let's see, cheapest they got is 218. for an internal. That's a 10 terabyte.
I wonder if they even have any helium drives listed.
I mean, yeah. I think this is an HE. I think that's helium, but that's not Western Digital. That's like HDT or HGST or whatever.
Yeah, maybe they're the only brand just doing it.
I mean, I thought Seagate did, but
Oh, yeah.
and
Seagate
I mean,
might do
look,
too.
and look. Even though it's Western Digital that
Yeah.
I bought my drive from, tell me this doesn't look. Of course, I can't zoom anymore. Tell me this doesn't look like that. Just a plain white drive.
Right. It's
But
all the same shit.
it might just be rebranded HGSTs. I don't fucking know. But
Companies do that all the time.
those are 7,200 RPM, so I don't know. But
That's probably what yours is.
anyway, so taking too long on this. Next.
Fucking next.
Copy link. You got me. You got me talking about something I enjoyed thinking about. And
Well, that's good.
yeah,
I'd rather us talk about shit too, besides just being a news aggregator.
but we're going to be up till like 4 in the morning, and I want to play games, yo. And put files back on my computer because I forget they're there until I go to use them. They're not there.
We better get to getting.
Facebook might be facing a hefty fine from the FTC. Please discuss while I adjust my seat.
Commission has reportedly been discussing penalties related to Cambridge Analytics. Since reports revealed last March. Yeah. Since reports revealed last March that Facebook had allowed Cambridge Analytics to access the personal information of 87 million of its users, there's been a fair amount of fallout. CEO Mark Zuckerberg was questioned during multiple congressional hearings. More stringent privacy bills have been proposed and adopted, and comprehensive privacy regulations have at least been considered, but so far not a lot has happened to Facebook itself, though that might be about to change. The Washington Post reports that the Federal Trade Commission, which infiltrated an investigation into Facebook's privacy practices following the Cambridge Analytics revelations, is considering levying a hefty fine against the social media giant, one that could handily surpass the $22.5 million fine that it issued Google in 2012, which would that just be like some sofa change to them. Three people familiar with the matter told the Washington Post that the FTC's commissioners have met to discuss the fine over the past few weeks. And while it's not clear what the imposed fine might amount to, it's expected to be large.
Large Marge?
Yep.
Well, good. They need something to fucking make them go, what?
Right.
Hit them where it fucking hurts, dog.
Yep. Hit them with something large, too.
Now, see? I don't fucking understand this because now it's downloading and I'm not all robot-y. Or am
You're
I?
not robot-y, you mean I'm not robot-y.
Well, you know what I meant.
Same
It's
difference.
early, dog, or late.
Woman's
it's kind of cool,
juice.
though. Like when you when you download shit on Steam, it shows you like a little chart of like your connection.
Yeah.
And it's stupid. Like right now it's doing 14 megabits a second.
Hmm. Doesn't
Cause it, go ahead.
if you go into the task manager, doesn't it give you like a network trafficking thing too on there?
Hold on. Let me look. Apps, background processes. It processes performance, app history, startup, users, details, and services. Network 0 megabits a second, 0. Yeah, Steam 100 megabits a second, 110, 101. What's it have for anything for Google? Let me scroll down. Vivaldi 0000000. See, all that's on 0. Does it have anything on Google? Because I don't know why it'll open both, even though I'm only on Vivaldi. I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
that's weird. Yeah, 120 to like 50 to 106. It's all over the fucking place.
Shit. That Steam
But it
takes up
did
a lot
go.
of shit, man. They just, you give them an inch, they take like 10 miles.
Well, it's it's downloading different apps because like not everything is an actual complete download. Some are just updates, so it's like megabytes, and then some like this one is 1.3 gig.
Yeah.
And oh, I forgot pause while we have this up. Remember before I could only get about 30.
Yeah.
Let's see where it says
You would
now.
kill for that now. Oh, it was,
Huh?
no, it's going up. It was at 6.
I think my wife was watching TV too, so I might be sharing bandwidth with her. Hold on. Plus, I can do the details. It'll tell me my up along with my down. Let me see.
Get up. Get down.
Oh, is it running it again? All I did was hit more. Because basically everyone thinks that the other speed test is like in ties with some service provider to, I don't know.
Are you talking about speedtest.net or whatever? That was like the standard one.
Yeah. I like watching it be pegged.
Yeah.
Look at
They're like,
yeah, so 114. So that's not
Frank's like,
horrible,
you lie.
right?
Frank's like, I wish I was getting that.
I mean, it is a lot better than it was. I just got to figure out how to make it consistent because, like, I was telling you, I was downloading shit on Steam and it was like, oh, you can't do nothing. And then it's like, you can get something and talk.
Yeah. We'll allow it a little bit.
Okay, so Facebook might be screwed. Cool. Next.
You use Facebook still a lot?
Huh?
Are you still pretty active on that Facebook?
I get on it just enough to remember why I'm not on it. Fucking that. There's a subreddit I subscribe to. It's from Grandma. And half the damn posts are like that shit where it's like someone's like, yeah, Obama's a Muslim from fucking Kenya. He hasn't been president for how long? You sons of bitches are still. And fucking Hillary, she's still free. Well, Trump's about not to be.
Bless you. Bless you.
Sorry, I don't sneeze, and when I do, it's like 20 minutes nonstop. Woman sues T-Mobile after employees allegedly snoop on racy private video. Take it away, Ian. I can't fucking talk.
It didn't even bother them as if I was nothing, the plaintiff told ARS.
What, she had a
New
porn
Jersey
video on her phone?
I'm not sure. I didn't really read this in depth. A New Jersey woman has sued T-Mobile in state court last week for sexual harassment, invasion of privacy, and other counts. She claims when she went to trade in her iPhone 7 at a store, 2 male employees rifled through her photos without her consent. Oh man.
What?
The man allegedly quickly found a private naked video of the woman, referred to it in the complaint as NE, and played it for themselves. The woman was mortified. ARS contacted T-Mobile and did not respond to our questions. Well, of course not. We take consumer privacy extremely seriously and are investigating the claims, a spokesperson wrote, declining to elaborate. ARS also contacted Lorena
Bobby?
Ahumada, an attorney for T-Mobile, who did not respond. Justin Sachs, the manager of this particular T-Mobile.
Not sack.
Hey, that's not appropriate for this article.
Yeah.
T-Mobile store at the Hamilton Mall in Mays Landing, just outside Atlantic City, told ARS that he wanted to apologize to any. We know that it's unacceptable to be going through a customer's private information. He told ARS any confidential information finding of something that you accidentally clicked on. Zach said that he has worked for Executive Cellular Phones that contracted the company that runs the store for 5 years and is unaware of any similar incidents.
So what,
He
did they
also
just
said-
like go through her shit and go, hey, look, you got some fucking porn over here?
Yeah, basically, I guess.
Wow. God damn, my nose is running. Well, it's because I think it's because we got that storm coming. So my sinuses were killing me on the way home.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, when you came home, was it coming down pretty hard? Because I heard
No.
we were gonna get like 10 to 15 inches here.
No, but I stopped at excuse me, I stopped at the grocery store to go to the pharmacy and get some milk and shit. And everybody and their brother was buying all kinds of crap. You know, they're stocking up for the blizzard.
Right. Yeah, under the Saved by AirPods title, it talks a little bit more about it.
Typods.
It says she works in another part of the same mall and sought advice on a possible iPhone upgrade. Once in a T-Mobile store, and he saw another woman that she was acquainted with. This acquaintance who worked in a store directed her to 2 male employees. Yeah, she was looking for an upgrade, and it was cracked. The man seemed to be helpful at first, and one offered to do a trade-in for her. Then all of a sudden, she could hear the AirPods. The men may not have known she was wearing them, as her long hair covered the headphones, a distinct sound.
What, so they pulled up the fucking video and she could hear it?
Yeah.
I mean, how dumb is she to have that shit on her phone? Like, I know they're not supposed to go through your shit, but like that's one of the things I read. I think it was Reddit or somewhere. They said like people at like either the Genius bars or like the Geek Squad or whatever. They said that people always like when they take your phone into the back, they hook it up to the device and like people always download your shit.
She shouldn't have been wearing that short dress.
Is that a joke, Ian?
It's similar. I mean, it's you expect to be able to have privacy, on your phone.
I mean, yeah, it's the one thing you have in the fucking bathroom and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, racy
I'm
story. Next.
You can't victim blame,
No, you can't do that. Leaked Android Q build shows off dark mode, improved privacy controls. I mean, it fucking better have a dark mode. That's all we've been saying since like, can we get a fucking dark mode? Fuck it. We want dark mode. We don't care about anything else. We want dark mode.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my main thing. I want a big screen and a fucking dark mode on everything. That's it.
Yep.
I think I should go blow my nose. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll talk about this a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, damn it. Okay, ready for a new version of Android. If you remember last year, Android P, the pre-release version of what eventually became Android 9 Pie, dropped in March. So we're probably not that far away from a preview of the next version of Android, which could be expected to be called Android Q. The popular news and phone modding site XDA Developers has gotten its hands on a pre-release version of Android Q and has produced an article and video detailing what's inside. Keep in mind, this is a pre-release version of a developer preview, so there are plenty of things that are subjected to change. So far, though, it looks like Android P's dark mode extending to more of the system UI and privacy and permission controls are getting a big update. I think they meant to say Android P's because that's what they're trying to talk about. And I do have some pictures here. I guess I'll have to screen share myself here. A dark mode, maybe for real this time. Yeah, you can see the dark mode always on. The interface, they have a couple more pictures here too. Yeah, the setting is just even stuff like the settings and everything when you go to change things, because a lot of times I have to go through the settings and tweak some things all the time, like like do not disturb and all that. It's nice to have a dark mode on that too. Yeah, like the pull down drawer or whatever, the notifications. What else do we have here? Yeah, just more options here with the notification. It seems like every year Google teases us with the dark mode, and every year since release rolls around, Android still doesn't have a comprehensive dark mode. It started with the Android M developer preview, which had a dark mode in the developer preview, but not in the final Android 6.0 Marshmallow release. It popped up again in Android N developer preview, only to pull same disappearing act once again. Once release time came, I mean. And they have some new privacy controls, which is always good. You okay there, buddy?
Hold on. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, you okay there, buddy?
Yeah. Went and blew my nose a bunch. Well, tried to. All that snorting I had done. Plus, it's kind of blocked.
Yeah.
It was just running, so I had to kind of stop that. Anyway, I put on the hoodie, so.
Oh, okay. Now I was just showing them they had this picture here, a dark mode maybe for real this time, and they show you how before it was dark mode, but it was like nothing was even really that dark.
Where's in the article? Oh,
always on my screen share.
Yeah, I scrolled down a little further and was looking at it. So
Okay.
yeah, always on. I mean, that's the option because like the last build, for one, it broke all the themes and shit before, and like it would automatically do it either according to your wallpaper or according to the time of day. Well, what if you just want the fucking shit dark?
Yeah.
Like bright white shit all the time is stupid. It looks like little kid bright white, doink, you know.
Yeah. And what's crazy too is that in this paragraph it says it seems like every year Google teases us with the dark mode, and every year since release rolls around, Android still doesn't have a comprehensive dark mode. It started with
No.
the Android M developer preview, which had dark mode in the developer preview, but not in the final Android 6.0 Marshmallow release. I mean, what? Why is it just so hard just to change the color? I don't understand that.
Well, like and like they'll have everything fucking dark except like the pull like you pull down the menu and it's fucking
Yeah.
white like that. Like I even I installed a theme. Like I paid money. Well, Google, dollars that I fucking had from surveys that were free, but I paid,
Right.
$2 or whatever to get a theme, and then I installed it, and then when I go to share something, a pop-up comes up and it's fucking white like that. So what's the fucking point?
Yeah. No, watch the for everybody in general, watch the Linus's video on the dark mode your life. He says it's just better for your eyes to be able to have this shit. I mean, I was gonna say I know it seems like we're nitpicking. Oh, it's just a color or whatever, but it's like with the screens getting brighter and brighter, you're getting more like nits of brightness with a lot of the newer screens now.
You're paying for those richer blacks. Be able to see them.
Yeah, but also I'm saying it's hurting your eyes more and more. And we're spending all of our time in front of these screens. You're stretching your eyes out, and it's causing you, like me, after a while, my vision gets a little bit blurry.
Well, yeah,
especially in front of a bright ass screen.
Yeah, mine like my eyes are fucking weird. Like if I'm reading something up close, my shit'll be blurry too.
My camera just got blurry.
Your
My
camera
camera's
did?
like,
They
I
got-
feel you, dog.
Like if I sit and read something on my phone and then I go try to be out in the world, my eyes are like, all right, man, we're not gonna work no more. Oh, well, my keys came off. Get on there. My control key popped off. Make sure it just popped off. Shit. There we go. It just snapped right back in place. That was weird. What the? God damn it. I thought I. What the? I didn't
Google.
even fucking. I didn't full screen anything, and it's like, okay, you full screen some shit. That means we got to move your fucking windows around. Anyway,
Speaking of Google being annoying,
Google Play malware used phone's motion sensor to conceal itself. What?
yep.
To elude emulators, banking Trojan would trigger only when infected devices moved. What?
Yeah. Malicious apps hosted in the Google Play market are trying a clever trick to avoid detection. They monitor the motion sensor input of an infected device before installing a powerful banking Trojan to make sure it doesn't load on emulators researchers use to detect attacks. The thinking behind the monitoring is that sensors in real end user devices will record motion as people use them. By contrast, emulators used by security researchers and possibly Google employees screening apps submitted to Play are less likely to use sensors. Two Google Play apps recently caught dropping the Anubis banking malware on infected devices would activate the payload when only motion was detected first. Otherwise, the Trojan would remain dormant. A security firm, Trend Micro, found the motion-activated dropper in two apps. Battery Saver Mobi, which had about 5,000 downloads and a currency converter which had an unknown number of downloads. Google removed them once it learned they were malicious. And I talk about
Wow.
other tricks that I was using. Nice
Wow.
fucking people, man. Well, it's a constant fight with security.
Wow.
It's always push back and forth, you know, push and pull.
So are those approved apps or?
I thought I heard of the one. They were, I guess. You tend to, I mean, you and myself probably tend to stay within the apps that you know about, you know?
Uh-huh.
I mean, do you download like a lot of apps in general on your phone, or are you
Not anymore,
just
no.
stick to a few couple key ones that you really need?
Yeah.
Because I used to be like, oh, well, I'll just have everything on here, you know?
Uh-huh.
And then, yeah, then the shit gets buggy
Yeah.
and
And
takes
then
up a lot of space.
every 2 minutes you gotta update something. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Boom, there's a new update available for this thing you've never ever used. Why do I have it? Delete.
Anyways, let's talk about some more interesting news.
All right, hold on. Where's the next article? Hardware news. What? Oh, damn it. Hold on, I did it in the wrong window. Come on, there you go.
You done did it.
Oh, I done did it now. Oops. Okay. So
Yeah, this is we talked a little bit about it last week. Probably a lot about it, but this is more of an update. AMD Radeon 7 revealed to bring gaming war to RTX 2080. So basically, this is supposed to be a 2080 killer,
well,
or just basically a
not
2080.
a killer,
What
just
it's going to be.
slight competition, barely.
Yeah, it's the other one that I linked. I linked two in here. That's basically a different flavor of it. AMD reveals 7 nanometer Radeon 7 GPU with 16 gigabytes of HBM2 and 1.8 gigahertz clock. So yeah, it's basically around what the 2080 is supposed to be, but it's not. The 2080 has RTX stuff and all the tensor cores and computing and everything too. So, like, I mean,
Yeah, it's got higher
the
more
RAM looks
memory.
nice. So I wish we had that.
Yeah, it's got 16 gigabyte RAM and higher bandwidth.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like they showed like the specs and like games where they got 60, frames a second, they would get 61. Ooh.
Right. Yeah. They were kind of grasping at straws, and they were really measuring it to like it was like, oh, it's 30% faster than like the 580 or whatever.
Well, the other thing is it's
Or
like
the not the 580, but the Vega.
yeah, the previous they didn't notice they call it the Radeon 7 because it's technically Vega 2 V2, but they don't want to say Vega because they want to separate a little bit.
Well, they were referencing the 7 nanometer.
Well, that too. They
Yeah.
tied that in there, but that's an afterthought.
Yeah, they're trying
They
to
want
cute.
you to know they want you to know this isn't Navi, but only enough that you still buy it.
Navi is
And
this is still within the Vega thing, and yeah, the Navi is going to be something totally different.
Right. That could possibly I have a story, but it's just really a conversational rumor. It might be CES this year. They come out with that.
We just did CES though.
Not
Or we
CES.
just
E3. E3. My bad.
Oh, okay.
My bad. The shit all runs together.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Or-
they like because they have to say the 2080 because this is really competition for the 1080. And if this had came out when the 1080 did, oh, that would have been competition. It's too late. It's a little too late. So
Plus, the other thing to note is, yeah, they did go with the, for a reference, they did go with the triple fan design.
yeah, instead of, Nvidia finally went with the two, fan instead of the blower, which who gives a shit?
Yeah, I don't know too many people that were just buying the two fan designs.
I mean, you're not going to
NVIDIA
get
cards.
no one's going to give a fuck about the reference. They're going to hold out for the custom AOs, which are going to have, or custom AIBs who have totally different shit anyway. If I had this.
What was yours that was related to this? Hello? Uh-oh. Oh, boy. It looks like
Microsoft. Are you there?
Hello? You're just cutting out.
All right, hold on. Maybe it's downloading something huge. Oh, it's almost finished a 14 gig fucking download. Pfft. It was downloading Quake Champions. Instead of 13.4, it's 14.6. Ooh. Okay. Am I better now?
Yeah.
Better now. Better now. Oh, that's gross. So yeah, Windows 10 mobile is ending. I didn't know it was still a thing.
Oh yeah, it was.
I mean, I had this, but only because I was wanting to hear Doug's thoughts.
Right. December's patch Tuesday will contain final updates to the smartphone platform. That's basically all you need to say.
Right, final updates, which is you turn your phone on, it just goes get a new phone. Trident Z Royal RGB 16 gig 2x8 gig sticks 4000 megahertz Battlestations A17 review. Yeah, what are they like the
lots
highest?
Of money.
Yeah, what are they like the highest speed you can buy out of the box?
Let's see it. Let's see how much these suckers are. I'm gonna check Amazon, so it's gonna be more expensive there.
The highest end. Is that the one that comes in the box with a USB plug so you can show off your fucking RAM in a box? It's my dick in a box.
Yeah.
My dick in a box, girl.
What?
You don't remember that song?
No, I do. They have a 16 gigabyte. That's 16. They have a 16 gold 32 for 231. So for the 32, that'd be like 460. I'm not seeing you 4,000 though.
Yeah, this is
a real fucking expensive.
Right. We encourage y'all to read. Next.
Well, what were your thoughts on this? Was this just like way? That's like way too tacky for you.
Well, I mean, I don't need it because my shit's in the dark, and like all I wanted was some RAM sticks that glowed and worked with AuraSync.
Right, but it has the crystallized thing over it, right?
Yeah, it's got a different diffuser and the metals, gold or silver plated and blah blah blah. Like The heat sinks you're not going to look at unless you're right the fuck up there. The heat spreaders aren't going to matter. And yeah, it's got a slight different look, but how well can you tell that from across the room? Because my shit's
I,
not on the same desk or nothing. So
I wonder what if you showed this to like somebody back in the 90s that were like pretty good with computers and stuff back then, and you were like, yeah, people actually cared about what their RAM looked like now. I wonder what they would say.
right, they pay extra just for that pretty RAM. That's what I did. It's the tax.
Back then, they was just like bare PCB. You couldn't even find anything.
Right,
They had like a heat sink on it.
I mean, my last computer, it was just a black box.
Yeah.
So I'm sure if I gave a shit and got a window, it would have cost more. But
Well, did you have any? What kind of RAM did you have in that? Did you have any with like the heat fins and stuff on
it was just some. I think it was EVGA super clocked.
them? Forgot they did
my,
RAM too.
Yeah, my board actually, the one I have in there now is an Asus board
Yeah.
because the last one I foobarred. So this one's got RGB and there's no fucking window. You can't even see.
Right. Did I tell you about the first RAM that I got from my FX build?
No, go ahead.
It was I had to get a new RAM because it was faulty, and it was actually an AMD brand. I was like, I didn't know
okay.
AMD did RAM.
Yeah.
But it was turned out to be faulty and like glitchy all the time.
Nice.
Got blue
Nice.
screens.
Oh, that's not good.
It's like, don't quit your day job, AMD.
Yeah, I messed my motherboard up taking my graphics card out.
Yeah, I
Whoops.
remember that.
Yeah, be careful, kids. Because I even consider myself careful, and I still fucked it up.
Well, you're a mechanic that considers himself whatever you said.
Well, I mean, I try to be careful, and I kind of know what I'm doing, but god damn it, it's so hard to be gentle with these little damn things.
Probably got giant sausage man hands, don't you?
I mean,
And
now
fingers.
I used to have small, beautiful hands when I was younger. Not anymore. That reminds me, I'm gonna look for something while I talk to you.
All right. Let's see what this next article is about. Oh yeah, this one was an interesting one. So this one is about NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660 Ti rumored to feature Turing TU116 GPU with no ray tracing cores. Will instead get 1536 CUDA cores and 6 gigabytes of GDR6 memory. It's a new core architecture. With the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 launch now, multiple rumors are claiming that another Turing mainstream part is in the works, which won't feature ray tracing cores and won't be labeled under the GeForce RTX 20 series branding. This part has been going through the rumor mill since before the RTX 2060 even launched. But now we have more information coming straight in from video cards. NVIDIA GeForce, blah, blah, blah. The source mentions that the name isn't confirmed at the moment. Previously, the same graphics card was going by the GeForce GTX 1160 naming scheme, but now one NVIDIA AIB partner has mentioned the GTX 1660 Ti name to video cards. It will be interesting to see where this card falls, as it's definitely not a GeForce RTX 20 or a GeForce GTX 10 series part.
Hey, Ian.
Yeah.
Here's what I was looking for. Building your first PC be like. Do you agree?
Yeah.
For those of you listening and not watching, guy puts the CPU in his motherboard. He's sweating. He's wiping his forehead. He's connecting the pins at the front header of the motherboard. He's sweating more. He presses the power button and he's got like 6 hands wiping off sweat. So that's pretty much true.
Have you cut yourself on your computer yet?
Oh yeah, I did that earlier.
Yeah, what were you saying you were doing?
When I was what the fuck was I doing? My case cut me. It was I was um
Cut me deep, man.
right. No, I was when I was trying to unbend my RGB header, like the pins were bent.
Oh yeah.
And I was reaching in trying to get the pins bent backwards, and I look at my hand. I'm like, oh fuck, there's blood on it. Other than that, I'm sure I got knuckle scrapes in there I didn't even feel until I washed my hands later.
Yeah.
So which article are you on? I apologize. I was so looking at this
I was
article.
talking about the 1660.
Oh yeah, that's. I'm not even going to follow any of the rumors because like they're so all over the fucking place. Like, and some of it's not even really like hard to believe because it's not new. They've been talking about a GTX card for a while. It wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility for them to make a GTX card because RTX is expensive and they might want to take AMD serious and make something for the low budget gamers. Now,
Well, this
I
could be
understand.
something you could consider for a secondary card, right?
I don't fucking know. The thing is, why would it be a TI is one thing, and why is 1660? That's kind of outside of the naming scheme. Now, one of the YouTubers I watch was like, "This is the stupidest rumor I've ever heard," and yada yada. And I'm like, until it comes out to be true, I don't know.
Well,
So
it said previously the same graphics card was going by the GeForce GTX 1160 naming scheme, but now see one NVIDIA AIB partner has mentioned the GTX 1660 Ti name to video cards. So I mean, it would have made more sense to go the first way, but whatever, right?
mhm.
But I mean, what were you gonna go with an NVIDIA card? You think for a secondary one?
I mean, probably. I mean, I don't see
Well,
I don't see the point in putting in different drivers. Just make the shit
yeah.
all work. It just works. Everything just works.
Well, it depends on if you need to install separate drivers for a whole new
I mean,
different
yeah, a tablet
architecture.
will have its own thing, but it'll have more than one fucking port on it.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well,
not.
we'll have to see the
I don't.
naming, the pricing scheme of this because it's going to be. You want something? What do you think you're going to pay the most for a secondary card?
Oh, not. I won't be paying more than a couple $100
Yeah.
max. That's if I want to get another Strix so they match. I mean, I might upgrade this to a 20 Ti at some point. I don't fucking know, dude. Just let me game, dog. Why you gotta ask questions, dog? Shit, I ain't got no time in now. I'm reading all about the fucking proposed next card that'll come out, dude. I've got this one finally. I went from the R9 to this. How many
Yep.
generations apart is this?
None because they're different manufacturers.
Well, I'm saying though, that was still ages apart.
Yeah. Yep. You went total opposite extremes.
What?
You went from the bottom to the top.
Start at the bottom. Now we here.
Anyways, you want to finish up my gaming news and then we could get into your shit? I mean, articles?
My shit, huh? I got shit for you.
Shite.
I hit paste.
You
and
like
go.
shite better?
What the fuck here? Zero bytes. I don't understand what it's doing because fucking Steam is paused and that was the only thing I had going. Oh, there it goes. Fucking thing is so unpredictable. Fuck you, advertiser.
Okay.
Rockstar Games sued by the real Pinkertons for the depiction in Red Dead Redemption 2. I read about this in another article. Did you want to give a summary or you want me to talk about
Go ahead, talk about it, man.
it? Basically,
Basically,
we've all heard the term Pinkerton thugs,
yeah.
and the Pinkertons are still around. They have a company now. And they're not too happy about hearing their name referred to in a negative light in Red Dead Redemption 2, so they're suing. Thing is, they've sued before for other previous games I've mentioned it and songs. And I think Weezer had an album called Pinkerton, and they sued and were unsuccessful. They're just trying to get what little bit they can get. I mean, there's a whole videos on who were the Pinkertons, but yet they're like, no, the what is it, Take Two or whatever, was like, no, we're just being factually accurate. Historically accurate at the time. The fucking Pinkertons were a bunch of fucking thugs doing some bad shit.
My last name's Adams. I wonder if I could sue any beer makers.
Maybe.
Samuel Adams. Adams family.
Do.
But theirs was spelled with 2 D's. Mine's just 1 D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember one of the Adams family, they're like, oh, are you related to so and so? Oh no, we spell our name differently. And I'm like, oh yeah, they do, don't they? And I can never remember which way they spell it.
I remember that I always hated when people call me like Eon or Ian. Some people call me Ethan or Evan or something. Mostly like old people.
Hmm.
But
Oh.
anyways, I do have a Frank story here.
Oh, where's my
Story
pen?
that Frank would be all up in the guts of this article, right?
All up ons, yes. Westworld mobile game shuts down following Fallout Shelter lawsuit. Now we've talked about this on and off for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Basically, Bethesda said you guys ripped off Fallout Shelter with your stupid Westworld game. I think there was the developer came from that game and took code and shit and assets and everything without even asking, and just straight up plugged it into this other game, thinking it would be okay. Like, no. You might think this is a whole thing is just a simple matter of Bethesda being upset that someone released a pretty shameless rip-off of Fallout Shelter that features world characters instead of assets from the Fallout universe. However, it seems that Behavior Interactive, the studio that developed the Westworld mobile game, was previously contracted by Bethesda to work on Fallout Shelter. Bethesda believes that Behavior Essential copied and pasted the code that they used for Fallout Shelter, which they did. Serious allegation.
It was super serial.
I mean, it's a legitimate case. On the surface, it sounds like it'd be some old bullshit, but if they took the code and
bullshit.
they took the code and just changed the character models around, that's not a new game, dog.
That's crazy.
It's crazy good. Ubisoft gets Steamless, embraces Epic Game Store for The Division 2. Yeah, the Epic Store is doing some stuff to try to entice developers, doing things that will give them some more power and money. Power and the money and the power, minute after minute, hour after hour. Trying to remember who that was. Was that Tupac?
I forget.
Oh no, that's Coolio.
Oh yeah.
Been spending most of our lives living in a gangster's paradise. So yeah.
Amish paradise.
Anyway, while Ubisoft didn't go into further detail on its reasoning for issuing Steam in this case, Epic's more generous revenue sharing scheme likely played an outsized role. On the Epic Game Store, Ubisoft will keep 88% of all sales revenue compared to 70% on Steam, though the share on Steam would eventually rise to 80% after $50 million in sales. I mean, it's just like, the Bethesda launcher. Well, why would we give you our money? It depends on how much money they're making. But Bethesda realized we can just sell it our fucking selves. And I mean, I've had the Ubisoft launcher, it blows. Same with Bethesda's launcher, really, but I mean, Steam, like, they made a couple games and then they said, hey, let's just sell shit. So I don't know, dog. What you think?
I don't know. I think whatever you think, Frank,
Oh,
because I don't have any opinions on it.
well, I mean, I'm so used to using Steam for everything. It's kind of like iTunes was, way back in the Mac days where it's just a one-stop shop for everything. But on the same token, it's always good to have competition.
Yeah, it's good to have competition, but it's also a pain in the ass when you got to go to somewhere else to be able to load your game. I mean, if only they could have a way of you like launching the game from the Steam after you downloaded it. Oh, is that a shut up?
No, you can do that.
Oh,
You
okay.
just put the fucking launcher in your Steam library because you can add apps in your Steam library. So you can add the launcher. You want to add the launcher and not just the game. If you add the game,
Right.
a lot of times it'll pull up and it'll say, "Sorry, works best with the launcher." You won't be able to save
Yeah.
any progress.
Oh
Or,
shit.
yeah, but they did that with the Fallout Shelter. A lot of people were pissed off, and I'm like, it's a fucking free game. Who gives a shit? So just what you do is you just put the launcher in there. You put the album art or the cover art or the grid art for that game, and then when the launcher comes up, you click on the game you want, and you fucking there you go.
Frank's
And
like, quit your bitching.
that's right. You can get a few extra features. Like the thing is, your Steam is running in the background while you're playing the game. Now, my last computer, I did that, but oh boy, it slowed shit down. I haven't tried it with this one yet. I'm assuming it'll have to be better, but that's assuming, so I don't know. But anyway,
Yeah. Well,
so go ahead.
Steam is just it's just a good platform in general. So yeah,
I mean,
if you can put the launcher in there, then that's really good. Then
it's
did
just
you
like
do all this shit already?
I did that previously when when I first got Fallout 76. Just this, because like you can't Steam normally tracks your like playtime, but it won't do that for non-Steam games. So
Right.
you'd have to look with either in the game or in the settings to see how long you've actually played. I used to look at that. Now it's like, um, excuse
Oh,
me. Go ahead.
right. But I'm sure it's nice to have a nice thumbnail and stuff for it.
Yeah, there's a subreddit just for Steam grid icons for like the people who want to put their own shit on there. Like, because even Steam store games, if you've got a, beta version or a demo version or whatever, you can change your art at any time so that people have art that they've uploaded, or if it's a non-Steam game, you can you know uh, find the art for it there. Um, it's a good thing. It's its own subreddit. It doesn't get near as much attention as it should, and it's not as I don't think it's as active now as it has been, but
So
it's
how
something
many?
cool.
What percentage would you estimate that you have of your games that you route through Steam? Then
Um, well, like I've got all my main actual like computer games are in Steam. The majority of them. I have a few that I've got. I don't even have. I need to get the GOG launcher back on here because I've got a few good. What used to be good old games. Now it's just GOG, or whatever. I have a few there that I got for free from sales and like Humble Bundle and all that. I just don't have them in Steam, just like I said, because I realized it would just slow the fucking thing down, so I didn't care. But all my older computer games, I haven't put them, in Steam because if you have a bunch of Nintendo games, how you got to either put a front end emulator in there, like RetroArch or Mala, I think it's called, and open it up and then go, okay, these are all the NES games. These are all the Atari games. Because
Right.
scrolling through them by title in Steam is a pain in the dick. A B B B B B B B B C C C C C. No. Well, anyway, is that your last story, sir?
Yeah.
Give me my theme song.
Yep. You should add Steam to itself, since you say you could add apps, and then it'll just do an endless loop once you click on it.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna do some Morse code now.
All right, I'm gonna jump around here and not do every fucking
Jump
story
around.
I like because
Jump around.
sorry, 2 a.m.
Now we gotta do all your articles,
No.
Frank.
I'm not gonna do it.
You brought them.
Man, I could take it right back. I didn't do all of them last week either. The first Bendel phone is an exciting piece of junk.
Get bent.
I mean, sure, whatever. I don't. Why is
Bend it
it
like Beckham?
Is this something that they're fabricating the interest, or people really want to see that?
I don't know, man. I
don't.
don't think I would care for it.
Why would you want the screen to bend? That's just asking for it to either be damaged in your pocket or just break.
Well, the idea is phone then tablet, right?
Stupid.
Turn it into a tablet.
Check this out. EVGA, you know how you're like, I didn't know they made RAM. They also made a sound card for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Hold up. Now, I'm not really an audiophile. I'm an enthusiast, just like PC enthusiast.
Frank's he's gotta put one of those what do you call warrant disclaimers?
Warning. The opinions expressed here do not affect the parent company reflected therein. So, okay, if you're an EVGA fanboy, you're going to fucking own this card no matter what I say. There
Right.
are EVGA
Just like
fans.
Razer.
Hey, I got everything Asus in this motherfucker. I understand. So, but the thing is, all my friends are like, it's 2019. Why the fuck did they make a sound card? I think they ran out of things to do.
Well, Creative came out with the sound card that's like RGB and shit.
Well, I mean, Creative, that's what they do. But we gotta spice up get the kids in there somehow. See, okay,
is this RGB too?
Don't think so.
Well, good. Is
customizable RGB? It does feature.
Oh yeah,
but that's not. I mean, look at it. The thing is, a sound card for one, you might as well just run off of the fucking internal sound. Second, it is internal. So you might get buzzing, and you can get ground loops and noise just from an outside deck. Like a card, like an outside amp and deck like I have, you might get buzzing and humming anyway. If you put it inside, that's the whole point, is you put it outside to avoid electrical interference. That's the first thing. And then you can get good parts that are, I mean, it could be a step up from the, deck that's built into your computer, but
yeah, I should If I could find it, I should link the Ulrich's video because he talked about the whole history and basically some of the decisions that Creative did make that basically killed the entire sound card industry.
Do I need a sound card?
Right. But basically he was saying, yeah, why did it went over like companies like the Realtek took over that shit and basically incorporated everything
it's
to
just
where
as
it's
good.
basically into the motherboard, you know.
Mhm. So I don't
Because
know.
they put you see these motherboards with like 7.1, 9.1
Mhm.
surround and everything in them, you know.
Right, and you can people buy those fucking headphones that have an amp built in, so like the what do they call that? Those Astros and shit, to where it
Yeah.
doesn't matter what's in the motherboard anyway, because they're technically running off a separate amp that's EQ'd to sound good. So anyway, Facebook employees caught leaving 5-star Amazon reviews for Portal. Facebook has discouraged workers from leaving reviews for the smart display. So Facebook released its Portal Plus smart displays 2 months ago, at the tail end of a scandal-ridden year in which data leaks and privacy incidents were abundant. So the company faced a tough battle in convincing consumers to buy a smart display for their homes, no matter how well the camera tracking works.
Yeah,
Still,
wasn't this like the Facebook's first like hardware or something like that?
that I know of. So the company faced a tough battle in convincing consumers to buy a smart display for their homes, no matter how well the camera tracking works. Still, Facebook does have some happy customers, judging by Portal's 5-star reviews on Amazon, or at least it seems that way until you take a closer look and see that some of them are apparently left by Facebook employees. Yeah, so now they gotta get rid of their comments because that's bullshit, guys. Come on, get your shit together.
They're gonna need that. They're gonna need money soon once they get sued.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. So basically we saw that the CEO of AMD said that ray tracing is important and we're working on it. Nvidia said embracing FreeSync is they made the right choice. I'm not going to pull that article up. You can just Google Nvidia FreeSync or AMD ray tracing and find a butt ton of stuff. So read that. I implore you. How to use Nvidia G-Sync on a FreeSync monitor. There's a whole article. Thing is, it might not work. It might. I don't fucking know. Mine said the shit was still active, and I turned it off, and it went doo 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 and turned black. So I don't need it. I haven't used it in a long time. But hey, if you're just gonna do it, more power to you. If it doesn't, I figured you'd be all over that, Ian. Don't you have a FreeSync monitor?
I do, yeah.
Have you tried it? Oh, you're not using your 2080 all the time, huh?
It's still in a box. I have to build my computer first.
Oh, it's going in your new shit.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna put it on my FX build.
Yeah,
See how bottleneck that shit gets.
Right? Be like be a fucking video. Does using a 2080 in an FX build bottleneck? Find out next on Jay's 2 cents. Right after this message brought to you by Squarespace.
Right. But no, I mean it's interesting. I have a FreeSync. My ultra wide is FreeSync, and I think you can only do that over the DisplayPort or whatever,
Yes.
and then you have to have a graphics card, obviously, that is capable. Which mine isn't even what you had on your NAS build. So I mean, it was older. I haven't even. I want to put my 480 in there. So, like I said, I'm basically rebuilding 2 computers.
Right.
I have a bunch of new shit that I'm putting in my old computer too. So, but no, it's interesting. We'll have to see what because you do have to download like the new drivers and shit for NVIDIA, right?
Yeah, there was a new driver that came out like the day they announced it, so I went ahead and got that. NVIDIA says, right? NVIDIA says streaming could never replace a gaming PC. Because they make their money off
money.
Yeah, they make their money off people buying the fucking thing. I don't know why I included this, but I mean I mean, wait, people stop buying them? Well, fuck, no, you need it. By the way, this guy posted this, and I thought this was awesome. Ray traced Quake 2 makes me want to buy a ludicrously expensive new graphics card. This guy has a 1080, and he's like, I always thought that was enough until I saw these gorgeous renderings of Quake 2 with ray tracing. He's like, so now I just have to be happy with the videos.
I didn't know Quake 2 you could do that. I thought it was just like Battlefield and Final Fantasy.
I think it's a mod, but I don't know. It's kind of cool though.
That's really cool. I used to like to play Quake more back in the day, but I'm like, eh.
Well, that's what I was downloading was Quake Champions.
Oh, really?
Well, it's free now, so I'm like, well, okay.
I'm waiting for Crackdown 3 to come out on the Xbox.
Ajit Pai gives carriers a free pass on privacy violations during FCC shutdown. Look at that dumb fucker drinking that oversized mug. Smug
Hey,
mug.
at least it's covering up his face.
Barely. FCC Chairman Ajit Pai refused a Democratic lawmaker's request to immediately address a privacy scandal involving wireless carriers, saying that it can wait until after the government shutdown is over. Of course they did. Of course he said that shit.
The government shutdown shit is crazy too.
Yeah, we're not talking about that because it's a broader government thing, and we're not a political thing. We're nerdy tech and trivia talk.
Unless when we have to be. When
when it affects our internet and our damn computer parts, we get mad. I have a buddy whose water block has been in customs for a month. I love the faces you can hear. Court rejects FCC request to delay net neutrality case. Yeah, he's asking to, let them furlough until the government shut. And no, the hearing remains set for February 1st. And then, like another article I have on the same story, basically has a cooler title: FCC trying to postpone net neutrality lawsuit over shutdown, but it probably won't work. And then the very next article I saw. Court rejects FCC request to delay net neutrality. So it's like they're trying to. Oh, it didn't work. So yeah, I'm sorry. Anything to get those because I can't even say I support our elected officials. He's not elected. He's appointed. Anyway.
Yep.
This was a story from last week that I've got to follow up on. So. Fallout 76 players find human NPC and unreleased items in secret dev room. Oh, that's a video. I don't want to show that. That's a video. I don't want to show that. Basically, right. But yeah, you can find a dev room which existed in Fallout 4. It's a room with some stuff that's like not released yet that they're eventually going to update and put into like DLC and stuff. Some stuff that's in there, and if you get in it and you cheat, if you use a command prompt or code or whatever, you can get in and get stuff. In Fallout 4, you could. In Fallout 76, apparently you had to either glitch into certain areas or do certain things. I don't know. There's entire videos about how to do it. But that was last week. So imagine what came out this week. He said as he pasted a link.
I can only.
Bethesda swings banhammer on Fallout 76 players visiting secret developer room.
I can't have banhammer.
Bethesda is banning 76 players who have accessed the open world game secret developer room, which is obviously not a place for players to explore. Secret developer room in Fallout 76 contains plans for everything in the game, including top-tier weapons and unreleased items that are supposed to arrive in future updates. There is also a human NPC named Wooby, and gamers did the logical thing upon meeting him: kill him and take his stuff. Basically, there's a duplication glitch, and they're saying that people are getting into this developer room, finding these items, doing the glitch mod, so they have an extra of it, and then leaving with these items that aren't supposed to even be in the game yet and fucking shit up. So they're finding out people, because of course these guys can't shut up. They're posting it to their fucking YouTube channels and they're getting banned and they're all mad,
Yeah.
which is stupid.
Yeah, why did you ban me for cheating?
And then
How dare you?
people are speedrunning the Resident Evil 2 remake demo. 30 minutes? Pfft, try 2 minutes and 55 seconds.
What?
Resident Evil's 30-minute remake's 30-minute demo is supposed to be just a single go around, literally one chance to live or die, but that obviously hasn't stopped enterprising players from finding ways to get around the restriction. PC players have figured out a hack to reset the timer, and console players are using multiple profiles to get around it. Naturally, the best choice when confronted with the idea that you can play an extremely short demo more than once is to make it even shorter. Thus, we have the burrowing likely short-lived idea of speedrunning the thing. As of writing, the current world record is just under 3 minutes at 2 minutes 55 seconds, dethroning yesterday's current record of 2 minutes 57 seconds. Knowing speedrunners, surely someone will do better. But here's the video, and they have a fucking video of someone doing it. So the game demo is out, and the game releases January 25th.
Now,
Go ahead.
What about this article called Uri? Are you a fan of the Resident Evil series?
I mean, it's zombies and shit anyway. I never really was that deep into it. I was figuring maybe I'll pick up the newer games and or some of the older games and try and dive into a little bit. But it had popped up like, I check out my Steam queue. That's another thing Steam does. You can go through a queue of stuff and they're like, hey, are you interested in this? Are you interested in that? And every now and then they throw something in there that I'm like, oh, that seems dope. And I add it to my wish list. Well, they, throw in, like, I don't know if it was Steam or like my news. There was my news feed. I think there was there's a demo of Resident Evil, remake, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I didn't think anything of it because I read that it's, you have 30 minutes to play, whatever. I didn't care. And the very next day, this came in. People are speed running it, and speed runners are always hilarious because they've just blitzed through it so fast it's stupid. And of course, they would do this. Why not? I love this. That's what the internet does. It takes something awesome and just makes it goddamn ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I had to share that. Anyway, but also, Steam now has 30,000 games. The total does not include DLC or software. So somehow they quietly got 30,000 games now in their library. Me and my friends.
How many games you have, Frank?
Probably all on my wish list. Me and my friend were talking. It's like probably half of those are like those hentai games, or like a game where there's a picture of a girl, and like the further along you get, the more naked they get.
Yeah. What was the stance? Because I know they were going back and forth on it. You're like, oh, you do whatever you want with the boobs and shit.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. They're probably getting tired of people messing with it. I just thought that was cool that they hit that many games. I mean, and the same, I had that article about, the Epic Store is coming. Well, it's just like Netflix. Can you dethrone them? I didn't know if I should put this in game news or what the fuck, so it's kind of in both. Netflix says Fortnite is bigger competition than HBO or Hulu. The company's quarterly report clarifies the streaming wars. With Netflix's revenue hitting $16 billion, hold on, fucking ad. In 2018, HBO's parent company, Warner Media and Disney, preparing to launch their own streaming services, and every other media company under the sun splintering access into a million different pieces. 2019 looks to be the most brutal year of the streaming war yet. But as far as Netflix is concerned, the competition extends beyond duking it out with the titans of old Hollywood. This is a fight for eyeballs, and one of the fiercest competitors is, of all things in the streaming giant's orbit, Epic Games. Before I read all that, yes, kids are watching and playing. I mean, I don't even have to read the whole article. What are YouTube videos? Let's play fucking Fortnite, and then Twitch. Let's watch someone else play fucking Fortnite. So if you don't even have it, you're watching someone else play it.
Right. Well, here's Here's a question, Frank. Are you like, do you regularly watch Let's Plays or just other people
I mean,
playing games?
not regular. Like, there's a few that I've been into. It depends on the personality of the streamer.
Do you
I-
watch them just like playing online and shit? Because to me, that's not as interesting as seeing them go through like a storyline and shit. You know?
Well, like I've been lately. I've had a guy I've been watching who's playing through Fallout 2.
Oh, okay.
So like it's a guy who was 5 years old when the game first came out in like '98. I think it was 90.
Yeah.
The first Fallout came out in '97. So however many years after that, and he's playing through it, and like he's bless his heart, he's trying to not do any spoilers and do a blind playthrough, but certain parts you get stuck, and to look it up without spoiling it is fucking hard.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, like I think the single player games are more entertaining to watch because you see like the story. If you haven't watched it, I remember we did an article about how people are watching other people play rather than go and buy the game, just like those Life is Strange games, because it's basically just a storyline. You know,
Right, you
you're just
get
watching an interactive movie.
right. What do they call that? Visual novels and all that.
Yeah,
You get the satisfaction of completing a game, even though you're not.
right. And it's interesting to watch those storylines and uh cutscenes and everything, you know. Versus I'm just get tired of seeing somebody no scope another guy in first person shooters online, you know.
Hmm.
I no scoped you, bro. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was
I wasn't sure if you could hear me when I was talking.
I was closing something. Um, yeah. So I mean, it depends on the game. If it's some, I try not to watch like current game spoilers. Like I don't want to know because if I sit and watch too far, then I'll already know like how many ever levels past what I'm doing. And when I actually like got to a level in a game that like I haven't seen, it's actually kind of exciting. Like when I
Yeah.
played Fallout 4, there was an entire night where I was playing and I found an underground dungeon. It was a bunker that was like full of, you know, raiders running around and like all this loot that I didn't know was even fucking there.
Yeah, do you
And
like seeing what you maybe might have missed?
right, I wouldn't it was underground. I mean, I would have eventually if I had found the where it comes out, I would have seen it, because it's a base.
Yeah.
But you literally climb through a manhole and oh look, now you're in a fucking underground bunker. Or like there was this one that was a really cool mission. The guy who I think I've talked a little bit about the plot of Fallout 4, right?
Right.
You're frozen in time and like your son is kidnapped when he's a baby, and when you wake up you go out and you can either try to find him or you can totally ignore that and just go out and do whatever. But when you go out and try and find him, you find the guy that took him, and during the fight you end up killing him and you take part of his brain to this doctor. They hook it up to a machine and you can walk around in this guy's memories, and that was
Mm.
kind of creepy. That was cool to me. That was like a movie, but you're still
Right.
interacting with it, so it's not like just enter and you're running around going from scene to scene and shit. That was
But
cool.
when you play through do you is it like some games? Because it's interesting when like when you play a game and it's like uh, like it's a different experience for a different person. So you're not watching the same thing all the time, you know?
Oh, you're saying is it like instanced versus just a set? I
Yeah,
mean,
like you make a
Fallout 4.
decision that they make a different decision than you did.
I mean the first the in Fallout 4 that level was I'm pretty sure it's just the same for everybody. But just to actually go through the puzzle and work out what you're supposed to do and what happened, it's with a canon ending. Wolfenstein 2 actually has the first Wolfenstein. You could either help one character live, or you can help the other character live. So they consider one choice as canon and one as not. But in the Wolfenstein 2, there's two main characters that the Nazis basically go, you can get out if you kill this guy or this guy. Which one's it going to be? And if you don't choose, they kill him. So you got to pick somebody. And from then on, your choices are a little different. So,
Right.
but I mean, the
Yeah,
game itself is still, I mean, you like that, but the rest of the game is still kind of linear. You still have this level, you got to go through and kill everybody on the floor and then go to the next one. And I like a little more open worldness with it. I mean, it's a beautiful
Yeah.
looking game, and I love the premise, killing Nazis. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like I'm, Mario going in a side scroller at that point. So,
Right. Yeah, I hear some people are like the 76, and they didn't like the Fallout 4 at all.
I mean, it's 76's thing was, what if Fallout 4 was multiplayer? And that's pretty much it. I'm looking forward to seeing what 5 is. Don't get me wrong. Oh my god, but this will keep me, this ought to keep me distracted until it comes out.
Yeah. I was gonna ask too because you mentioned it, and I'm pretty sure I know the answer. Have you checked out the Wolfenstein 2 on your setup yet?
No, because I just got Steam going, and I don't know if I even have it. Most of the stuff that's already installed, you just point. I think there was an update because you point and it goes, "Oh yeah, it's already here." But like, I don't. I think there was like a 2 gig update or something. Did it download? I can't remember. I think it did. Now that you mention it.
Hmm.
Plus, like I said, you got to sit and play. I can't do that while I'm talking to you.
You can't.
No, dude, it's complex, dog. And there's like the Nazis are running around talking shit.
Oh
Like the
yeah.
subtitles are like, "Die, you fucking scum."
Right.
Anyway, my last couple
What's
of what
this
the fuck
about dirty
stories.
bricks?
What are
Is that
Elon
like
Musk's?
cocaine?
Let me talk, dog. What are Elon Musk's dirt bricks actually good for? Plenty, but probably not the purpose he said. Tesla and SpaceX chief Elon Musk made a surprise announcement last week. He was thinking about making bricks. The Boring Company, Musk Tunneling Project, creates tons of dirt that could be compressed into bricks. Musk says the bricks could be used to build public housing in Los Angeles where it's desperately needed. But architects say there are problems with that plan. Last week, amid sweeping talk of futuristic electric trains and $1 tunnel trips underneath Los Angeles, Elon Musk took a moment to talk about something a little more old-fashioned: bricks, specifically real, honest-to-goodness bricks that could be a helpful byproduct created by his tunneling boring company. These are bricks that are made by compressing the dirt at extremely high pressures, adding a little bit, just a small amount of concrete, Musk explained at an event at Leo Beck Temple in Los Angeles. We can actually sell the bricks for like 10 cents a brick or something like that. Musk dug deeper on Twitter, suggesting the bricks are more than just a way to turn a profit on the mountains of dirt that the Boring Company will inevitably create. The bricks could also be part of a potential solution to the glaring housing crisis in the state of Los Angeles, where 600,000 people in the county are severely rent burdened, meaning they spend over half their income in rent. And more than 8,000 people who previously had housing in LA were pushed into homelessness. In other words, LA housing problem sounds like it's begging for a creative answer. It must be an interesting and even altruistic plan. But according to architects we talked to, the Boring Company might be out of its depth if it wants to use the bricks to help solve the current affordable housing crisis. Not the bricks are bad,
Right.
it's that they're bad for the job.
Do that 3D printing houses.
I saw that where like they make a concrete thing just and it poops
Yeah.
out. I mean, that seems like the
Like,
most, easy to do if it's a,
yeah, it's
dry
just like a
climate.
toothpaste of cement,
Right.
But
Extruded.
I bet you he does have white bricks though too.
All right,
You know
hold
he
on.
does. He's a rich billionaire.
Got my last story here, dog. If it'll load.
Yeah, we're trying to make it. We're almost there, right, Frank?
I hear chariots of fire behind me. Do 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 do.
And then Frank's like, "Oh fuck, I forgot another. I had this whole other section."
Nope. I'm skipping whatever I can, dog. Sapphire says GPU mining is making a comeback. Out it's a 16 gigabyte Radeon RX 570. Sapphire says it's a veritable money printing machine. Sapphire may have gotten the memo that cryptocurrency mining with GPUs is no longer profitable, but it's taking that memo and crumbling up into a ball, lighting it on fire, and throwing out the window. Or to put it another way, Sapphire plans to launch a Radeon RX 570 graphics card with 16 gigabyte of GDDR5 memory, which is twice as much as a regular Radeon RX 570. Why? Because GPU mining is making a comeback, apparently. Only problem is, it isn't. Don't tell that to Sapphire. Adrian Thompson, the company's vice president of global marketing, wrote a bunch of paragraphs on Medium talking about blockchain technology and a privacy coin called Grin. Oh boy.
Are you really gonna end it out on this Debbie Downer here?
It's not a downer. I mean, it's ignorant is what it is. I mean, what are they gonna buy? It's 570 cards? Who gives a shit?
Well, here's the thing. Like, in general, like, were you like against in general, like cryptocurrency, like, like a decentralized currency, like?
No, I'm
isn't
not.
That like
Okay. Let me answer your question. No, not as a substance or a form of currency. I just don't like them eating up our fucking cards.
right?
But since it makes no sense to use them, I'm cool with it. I don't give a shit. Let them do it.
Right.
Sapphire wants to put this out like someone's going to buy it. Whatever. Let it dry up. Let it cost nothing. I'll buy it for a penny.
Yeah.
Plus 16 gigabyte fucking 570. I mean, I understand the 16 gigabyte, what Radeon 7 is retarded. A 570, it's got to be cheaper. I understand it's got to have high bandwidth memory, but let it be a little fucking cheaper. It's a 570.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, I did forget to mention the pricing with the Radeon 7 is going to be 700.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's worth anybody that already knew about the RTX stuff if you would go for the Radeon card or not. If it was basically the same price point,
Nah. The only
doesn't
thing
seem worth it to me.
Only thing it could have is if it was like in the $300 price bracket, and even then, it's only 1080 performance. I might as well get the better card.
I think because I think you could find they're going down now the 2080s. I think you could get a 2080 for under 700. Can you?
I don't know. I got mine open box for $745.
Yeah, I thought I saw something for like 670 or something like that.
I mean, I'm sure you can.
But yeah, this is 16 gigabytes also, and yeah, that's double what the 2080 has for RAM. Right? Isn't this a 16 gigabyte? It said.
Yeah, but it's gonna be stupid expensive.
You think they're gonna charge out the ass for this card?
I mean, if it has that high bandwidth memory, which is gonna be, it's what the Radeon 7's gonna have. Excuse me.
Yeah. Oh, you think this is going to be just as expensive as the Radeon 7, you think?
I mean, it's going to have a 16 gigabytes of high bandwidth memory. It's going to be expensive.
Yeah. Well, it'll go down quick, right?
Well, I mean, it took, a year for the Vega cards were 1,500 at one point.
Yeah. Well, just because they're going to realize, you can't make money with this now.
I mean, we'll see, dog.
Because, I mean, it sure has that, but this shit's got to be optimized for the gaming too, right?
Nah. Why if
you wanted the game on it?
I mean, why?
No, you do. You have to have cards that it has to be like gaming card. Like you can't really game that well on the Titan V, right?
Oh, I get it. You're doing sarcasm. Well, anyway, that's my last story. So let me turn off this screen sharing.
I guess.
So play us out, keyboard cat.
I'm still stuck on how you're treating me like an idiot.
When did I do that?
No, I'm not being sarcastic when I said you have to have a gaming card to game on. Just like you can't really game that well on workstation cards.
Oh. No, I thought you meant like they're releasing this as a gaming card. I'm like, nope.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's probably not gonna if you're not gonna be able to game on it, if they're not gonna have it optimized for gaming, and then but you're not gonna be able to use it for the main purpose, which is the mining. It's probably gonna devalue pretty quickly, won't it?
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel like I was being a dickhole. I have that
Yeah.
tendency. My bad, dog.
Oh, it's okay.
Is
this miscommunication? That's
I'm
what
just
it was.
well. I see this as like remember that I think it was an ASUS board or might have been MSI board. Whatever that board was, it had like 9 fucking PCIe's, not even slots, just little tabs for you to stick those extenders in, so you could hang fucking GPUs over top of it.
Oh,
You know, the riser cards.
yeah, that reminds me. I remember Linus they were showing this one thing at CES where it was like a crazy uh like concept motherboard that they were doing for the one build. I have to look it up, but it had like like 16 slots, and it had like um I think it was for the 32 core Threadripper, but it had like some crazy like it had like an extra power thing for the EPS. So I had like 3 EPS, and then like it had double 24 pin connectors on it.
And what was this for?
It was one of those CES videos I think that Linus did.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, sure.
If I could find it after we get off, I'll show you. But in the meantime, I'll play us off. How about that?
I mean, yeah. Sounds good.
So Frank could go and play some game. Are you gonna play some Fallout?
I mean, if I don't fall out asleep.
Right. Anyways, peace out, dogs. My homies.